Welcome back to a special episode of I guess crossover between Cold True Podcast and Hoop Historians. I'm Diddy No Ball. I'm here with White Boy Chris, and we're gonna be getting into the NFL and NBA topics. White Boy Chris, I'll let you take it away, bro.
Uh, so I don't know if you want to kick. Well, I just want to get something out the way first when we kick it off with what you talked about first. I normally don't be letting Stephen A. get on me, but he do got make a good point. So I know you heard that they are finally putting Jimmy Johnson into the Cowboys Ring of Honor,
Mm.
bro. And the thing about it is, when it happened, I ain't really hear too much being said about it. And the reason why is just because it's like, man, you 30 years late. Well, I ain't gonna say 30 years late, but he won them two chips, damn near 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you haven't seen nowhere near the success that he gave y'all since then, and you waited this long because of your personal feelings and stuff like that, I don't get me wrong, it's about time, but that's still one of them things that, even when you talk to the old heads, this Cowboy fans, that still got them scratching their head, as far as like why he let him go. You ain't never seen nobody get fired after winning a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Even the team that won off of that was built off of what he did. And then it's like, okay, even after all this time, we don't see too many, whether it be a player or a coach, they typically get into their ring of honor before they ever get into the Hall of Fame. That right there, I think, is the nastiest thing. This man already has a gold jacket.
That's a good
Done
point.
retired from coaching, done dipped and dabbled in college coaching and everything ever since then, and had to wait this long to get into a ring. I kind of wonder if Jimmy Johnson even really care about the shit no more, because is the Ring of Honor really anything to bark home, like to ride home about at this point when you gotta, like what Deion say, I got a gold jacket, ain't nobody buy, dog. So I don't even know if he really care about it. Like, of course he gonna take it, but it's just one of them things. I really thought that Jerry Jones did a dishonor by making him wait that long. You done inducted you done put DeMarcus Ware in, who ain't even win a Super Bowl for you, dog, before you put in the last winning coach you had.
Wasn't that Jerry first time when he owned the team? Like that was within his first couple years, Jimmy won that for him, didn't he? I think
Uh,
it was.
I don't think it was the first couple of
I,
years. I think it took a little bit. I think it took a little bit after that.
I just think Jerry was spoiled, bro. He thought winning was gonna be easy, and then the closer he get to them heaven gates, the more he realized, hey, this shit is hard. And
And you know
he,
what,
he,
bro? Yeah, go ahead.
I just feel like he's you know how they say when you get to a certain age, you kind of try to start righting all your wrongs.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like he's at that point, and I ain't, and it's never too late for real to put him in the ring. On he deserve it, and he is, like you said, our last winning coach. And then just get this off your spirit, bro. This grudge that both of them dudes been holding. I seen them at the game. They didn't really look like they was kicking it too much, but you know, water under the bridge. But he should have been
I
in
mean,
though.
all I'm saying is this, dog. Jimmy Johnson is 80 years old. I'm looking at it right now. He's 80 years old. God forbid he would have had to die before he got into the Ring of Honor, bro. This man has got a Hall of Fame jacket from the
Yeah.
NFL, not the Cowboys, not any of these other 32 teams, the National Football League. And it took you. And on top of that, how many times do we see coaches win back to backs and they got to wait this long?
Jerry was just petty. You know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't
I
like
don't give a
nobody
damn
knew
how petty
what was
you
up.
are, bro. You just got, like, sometimes, bro, because, and I just looked it up. Jerry Jones became the pretty much owner. He's been there since 1989.
Mhm.
Got his first chip in 92. Of course, went back in 93.
He was
and
spoiled.
then
That's what it was. He was
and
spoiled,
then
man.
got that third one 2 years later in '95.
He
But of
was
course, that
spoiled.
one in '95, he didn't have. That was that team that got inherited from what Jimmy Johnson had put in.
So
So
how
it's
many rings is that from 89 to 95?
3
89.
rings
So that's how many years? It's like 6.
between
Three
a
rings in
4 year
6 years.
span.
Oh yeah.
3 and
Oh
4
yeah.
years.
He's spoiled.
It,
He's spoiled. He's spoiled. He was spoiled. He was spoiled and got big headed, man. That's all that was, bro.
because those 2 chips they came before him. Those other 2 came before him. He got the last 3, but it's like, dog. I mean, like I said, I'm just Jimmy should have been in there a long time ago. And the fact that it took this long, I don't think this is really getting as much traction as it should, because he should have been in there in the goddamn 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
again,
you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
like I said, I say it again. DeMarcus Ware, who did not win the Super Bowl for the Cowboys franchise, I believe is in the Dallas Cowboys Ring of Honor.
Is Tony Romo in?
I don't know if Tony Romo's in.
If Tony Romo's in before Jimmy Johnson,
I'm finna look
I
it
love
up.
Tony Romo. I love DeMarcus Ware. It's Jason. See now, if the players from my era are in before Jimmy Johnson, they're just gonna be completely ridiculous. Like, but you know how it goes. What's up with it, right? But I don't know, man.
I'm
Right?
here
How
to
you feel
cook,
about
man.
Jimmy Johnson? We doing NFL, then we gonna do the basketball later. We got 4 NFL topics, probably 5 NFL topics, and 4 NBA
Dude
topics.
had a Hall of Fame resume before he got to the Cowboys. People forget how great of a coach he was already established as a college coach. What
Oh,
he
I might
started
be
doing in the
okay, I might
NFL,
be misspeaking. I
Was
don't
he
think
at Miami?
yeah, he was in Miami. He was already winning.
Okay.
He was winning. What's it called? Bowl games already in Miami. He was already looked at as one of the most complete coaches in his era when he was with Miami. That's why Jerry went and got him, because they was like, man. And
Oh yeah, okay. I want to make sure
guess
I
who he
didn't
coached in
misspeak.
Miami? Michael Irvin. So they was already familiar with each other. So it was like, oh shoot, I already know what I got from him.
Yeah,
And
no, I
Michael
just want to
Irvin,
make sure I didn't misspeak. But yeah, DeMarcus Ware is definitely in the Cowboys Ring of Honor. I wanted to make sure I didn't misspeak. But yeah, he's in there. So DeMarcus Ware got in there before Jimmy Johnson, and DeMarcus Ware's Super Bowl didn't even come from the franchise.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's crazy.
Keep cooking, Ray. You was cooking. You was cooking.
But no, Michael, like people talk about, people always want to throw slack at Emmitt Smith, but they really need to throw slack at Troy Aikman, who was out there throwing more interceptions and touchdowns a lot of those seasons. And he got saved in the playoffs because of the playmaker.
Well, we all know Troy is one of them. They be trying to talk about. They don't really believe that because he always comes as the one. They say, who's the Hall of Fame that you really feel like don't deserve to be? Not. It's always Troy. It's always Troy. So that's not really nothing I don't even try to argue. I mean, it is what it is. We all know some of these quarterbacks. I'm just saying we know some of these quarterbacks
they
don't
talk
get a
about
lot
Troy
more.
Aikman like he really that. I ain't gonna lie.
Not the ones that
they talk down bad.
Let me say that
like
Dallas Cowboy fans talk about Troy Aikman like he really that. Football fans don't talk about him like he's that. I have seen somebody say, it's like, who is the Hall of Famer that shouldn't be? And I mean, they ripped into this nigga Troy Aikman. They was like, I think they said he ain't got no All Pros, no MVP nods, no none of this, no none of that. You just so happen to be the quarterback of 3 Super Bowl championships. And I don't even know if he got a Super Bowl MVP. So that's why they was going at that nigga Troy so hard. When you just really look at his resume, he like people look at him like he was a damn good game manager.
It's easy to be a playoff riser when your season stats ain't impressive. But I mean, he showed up in the big games. I'll give him that. But it's just like as a complete career, it's like it's not impressive as a Hall of Fame. Like when you think about a Hall of Fame quarterback, everything matches up. It just don't. Everything don't match up for Troy.
Oh well, yeah. So Troy's a 6-time Pro Bowler, 3-time Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP, and Walter Payton Man of the Year. But it's that Super Bowl MVP that if he didn't have that Super Bowl MVP, I don't think he would have got in. Or it would have. I don't know if he was first ballot. Let me say that. If he was a first ballot Hall of Famer,
it's too much playoff ball he played. It's too much playoff ball he played. They was gonna keep him out. He played in a lot of playoffs games. Like even when they didn't make it to the Super Bowl, them battles between them and the 49ers,
you ain't lying.
They used to go back and forth to the Super Bowl for like it was just like, if the Cowboys ain't in it, the 49ers are gonna be there. and they end up winning. Whoever won out of them will win the Super Bowl. So that kind of saved his career too. But no, I'm gonna say this because a lot of people don't never want to say it, but I think it's true about Emmett. People can say Emmett not the flashiest, not the most talented running back, but if a lot of running backs had the career, I'm not even gonna say the career, but if a lot of running backs had to endure the amount of rushes and carries a game that he had to do, a lot of running backs would not be as great as we think they are. Because their bodies
He's
will
the
break down
Tim Duncan
faster.
of running backs. We know he's great, but that shit don't sell. That
But
shit
no, I'm saying
boring. I love Emmitt Smith though.
what he got. When you think about it, he has the most impressive resume as a running back. Not just because he has the most yards, but because the fact that he ran as great as he did, as many yards as he did per year, and his body wasn't breaking down. Name me another running back that you are truly confident that would have had the same career and would their body would have withstood all that. You can't name me another one. Barry Sanders quit after 10 years.
No, I don't
We
think
talking about
so.
another running back in his era, or just another running back in general?
Period. Barry Sanders quit after 10 years. It is what it is. He quit.
If it wasn't for that one year,
on the court.
If it wasn't for that 1 year, bro, honestly,
he was old by then, man, and he still was playing out there with a broken toe.
If it wasn't for that 1 year, bro, if it wasn't for that 1 year, honestly, I would have to, I'd have to go Adrian Peterson, dog. I don't think
greatest running back I've seen.
I don't think people remember that nigga Adrian Peterson won his MVP after coming back off of a season-ending injury. Facts. If I'm not mistaken.
Adrian
Peterson. And again, the only reason why I say that is that people might try to nod like, oh, well, Adrian Peterson got hurt. Look what he did when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's one thing for you to go down, but then, everybody has the expectation, oh, he ain't going to be the same. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, my memory is a little foggy. I think he came back after that year and won MVP. And Adrian Peterson was
and led in rushing.
And we even act like
into the playoffs as a running back.
As a running back in a new area of the NFL where that was going away.
No, he had Tavares Jackson. That boy, bro, no. I remember Tavares Jackson.
That squad that Minnesota had was not like that. They put that whole team on Adrian Peterson bad. That boy was
Barry Sanders doing that in the 90s, though. He was carrying his team, and he had no line.
Adrian Peterson better than Barry Sanders. I don't want to hear that. He's bigger.
We're not debating who better. I said it was running backs that did that before him. That's all I'm saying. And I said
Barry Sanders was on a losing ass team. They wasn't, bro. Adrian Peterson teams was more competitive than Barry Sanders' team.
They beat the Cowboys.
Was going 7-9 and shit.
They beat the Cowboys in the 90s in the playoffs. You got to remember, DJ. Barry Sanders didn't have a line. Barely had a quarterback. Name me one player on that team other than Barry Sanders on that offense. On offense. You start naming people on Adrian Peterson's team. You can't name me not one person on that offense.
Read that though. The media, bro, the way the media treat Marshawn Lynch, that's the way they should have treated Adrian Peterson, bro.
That wasn't on Adrian's whole career.
People love Marshawn Lynch. He couldn't lace up.
You know what? You right. You know what, Jabbar? You right. Because I love niggas with controversy. You know I love niggas. He was swinging that belt a little too hard.
He didn't get into that. He was swinging until later on in his career. That didn't happen from the get go. Yeah, like he had a vendetta against him from the jump.
Hey, that they say he was swinging that belt a little too hard.
Talk about him. They don't talk about him though. Because of that. That's basically what Jabbar is saying. They don't talk about him. Frank Gore is not in these conversations, man. Get out of here.
Frank Gore is just a longevity player. Frank Gore played for a long damn time.
Hey, that matters.
No, I'm just playing. Why, Frank Gore's not out there.
I mean,
he did fumble a lot.
Only in football, especially at the running back position, do we value somebody's peak over, okay, I did what you did, but just for a longer period of time.
They didn't do what he did, though. No, Frank Gore was never as good as Adrian Peterson.
That depends on how you're looking at it.
He gets a longevity nod. He's cool because he was good for a long time. Adrian Peterson was great for a decent time.
as a collective, I'll take Adrian Peterson, even though he had a shorter run. But like, if you're talking about just somebody who was a thumper and was able to stay in the league for that long at that position, I'm definitely gonna get, because nigga, you don't see nobody holding on to running backs like that. You just don't. Ain't nobody holding on to running backs like that. You know what I'm saying?
But is Frank Gore better than like Frank Gore ain't better than like Marshawn Lynch? I feel like Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson. It's just tiers. Who else in that top tier of running backs from our era? LTAP, Marshawn Lynch. I can't think of none that's just that top tier. First
Steven
ballot
Jackson,
Hall of Fame tier.
Steven Jackson, Chris Johnson.
They not
put Steven Jackson in there.
See, they not first ballots.
You'll put Steven Jackson over Clinton Portis?
They all need to be in there.
But see, that's C tier. See, that's like B or C tier.
Well,
bro.
no, because when he named them all,
he the only ones that's gonna know about them.
Because I know some names. What's his name? Curtis Martin. I mean, he kind of on the tail end when we was coming in watching more so, but still.
But see, like Chris Johnson, Larry Johnson, all them dudes is only people that we would know. I'm saying like Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson, they first ballot Hall of Fame.
Chris Johnson, a perfect example of somebody who peaked and didn't have a long career though.
But boy,
like his peak is crazy.
His peak was as good as anybody's though.
That's what I'm saying. His peak is crazy, but then, like you said, only our era really gonna know him.
That's that Gilbert Arena shit. Like it's like that's why I be saying who is on that level of Adrian Peterson and a LaDainian Thompson or Marshawn Lynch from my era.
Would you put Marshall Faulk up there?
He not really our era. That's but yes, he up there. Like, but see, that's kind of like him, Terrell. That's like in a different. Oh yeah, but yeah, Chris, you can take over the show because we do got to hit these topics. But you know,
oh shit, I just want to do some quick hitters. You know what I'm saying? Quick hitters. In case anybody didn't know, the Steelers finally got rid of their offensive coordinator, Matt Canada. They've been asking about it for weeks at this point because if anybody's been paying attention, you know the Steelers' strength has been their defense. Their record is one of the most fraud records in most people's eyes, including me. Right now, let's see. I believe they're sitting at 6-4 after losing to that rookie quarterback in Cleveland. So yeah. That's just one of them. This is a quick hitter. Cowboys, you know, they handle their business against the Panthers. That's not really like, I guess, anything to like.
Oh, can I say something though?
Go ahead.
The Panthers are one of the worst organizations, worst run. Say, man, whoever the coach is for that team, because that was my first Panthers game. Well, kind of, because I watched them against the Saints early in the year. But that Panthers coach got to be terrible. That's one of the most penalized teams I could think of, bro. Like, that just was like they were doing dumb stuff. That coach, he not it, because you can tell by how the way his players played that they not disciplined. You can see why
he should have never took that. He should have never took that job in the first place.
But see, that's coaching though. Like how we get on Mike McCarthy and old.
But see, this is
Cowboys
my thing
coaches,
though. So this is the only reason why I say that. Like, yeah, the penalties is definitely coaching, but at the same time, bro, like. He's just not the right coach for a Bryce Young type of quarterback. That's a Sean Payton, a Mike McDaniels in Miami. Like some of these niggas is just not good with those style of quarterbacks where you actually got to teach them timely throws. Remember,
I feel it. Now I'm talking about the penalties, Chris. Like when the dude was on the ground and the play was dead, like, he pushed him anyway. No, that's what I'm talking about. I feel you on that. Yeah, Bryce Young. Yeah, but I think Bryce Young will be all right.
Some of that stuff you can't coach though.
Yeah, like that shit right there is just dumb decision making. Like some of this stuff, I'm not gonna sit and say, "Oh, the coach the reason why he did that." Now, at the same time, it's like, okay, now when it comes to these, when you see the penalties in practice, are you letting it go? Are you getting on their ass about it? That's the only thing where you can say. Now, if you get on their ass, and they just out there just being undisciplined, then okay, it's time to make some personnel changes. That's what it comes down to. This a dog-eat-dog world when it comes to this league, man. Either you gonna get the job done or you won't. We will sign your ass to the practice squad in a heartbeat if you ain't getting it done on this 53-man roster. But just back to the coaching aspect, that was the wrong job for Frank Wright if they were not going to use that number 1 pick on C.J. Stroud. Remember, who did he have the most success with? Carson Wentz, a big body quarterback with a big arm. Nigga, the only knock against Carson Wentz is that he kept getting hurt. This nigga was in the MVP race when they was going on the run for that Super Bowl. So I just feel like a lot of these niggas need to stop acting like. I feel like a lot of these coaches need to just understand what they're great at. Like Sean Payton, a lot of people killed him for going with Russell Wilson. That nigga had the most success he'd ever seen with a same quarterback of his size that can actually make throws. He just got to get Russell to stop scrambling and doing all that extra shit, which we seeing. I don't think they're gonna be shit this year. But let's see what they do in the third year. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if they can actually make a push and do something. But Frank Wright is gonna be fired, bro. Carolina is terrible. I mean, Dallas took care of what they had to take care of. I mean, Dallas really could have beat them a lot worse if they didn't make so many mistakes themselves. But it's just one of them things, bro. I don't look at Carolina as nobody serious. You had the number 1. I mean, you traded to get the number 1 overall pick last year for a reason. You're gonna be top 10, and the goddamn draft again. So it's like I don't try to, go out crazy.
It just seems like that culture is bad, bro. With bad teams, it's like, oh, we don't got good players. They don't have good players, and their culture is bad.
The good players they have, they don't want to let go
of. Free Burns.
I don't want to change the subject, but just real quick, why is Jared Allen cooking Embiid? Literally, like the last 4 plays, they literally went back to Jared Allen. And he's been I'm like, ain't no way I'm the only one looking at this right now.
What they playing on right now?
On TNT.
Oh, okay, so I can go to my HBO Max and
watch. I ain't watched a TNT ESPN game all year. I've been watching straight League Pass because,
hey,
bro,
what Tatum say? Even if it's a Monday Night League Pass, I'm gonna take it serious.
It just, bro, the broadcast for the major networks, that shit done got so bad.
Shit, they all trash.
But yeah, man.
I damn near watch this shit on mute now, nigga. If I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Boy.
For real.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, we can keep it going though. Another quick hitter. Like I said, we just doing quick hitters. Bill Belichick has refused to say whether or not Mac Jones is gonna be his starter for this Sunday. I don't know about everybody else. I kind of feel for my boy Mac Jones. This nigga is almost reminding me the same way that Tua got treated when he was in Miami before their coach got fired. And it's like, how do you go from having, you have that type of success your first year? Of course you get blown up by the Bills, but at the time that's when the Bills was really the Bills. But it's like from there on out, you do a disservice to this man by bringing in them sorry ass coordinators that never worked with off. You bring a defensive coach and a special teams nigga that's worried about whenever the ball get kicked to try to get him to worry about playing quarterback. And then this year, these old niggas are slowly getting phased out. There's just no other way to put it. We can accept what Bill Belichick has done for this game, but change happens all the time. And unfortunately, the change has to happen sooner than later for the New England Patriots if they expect to get on any type of level, because the Bills are not going nowhere. Josh Allen is locked in. They make it to the playoffs. They'll get over all that bickering they're doing in the background. Miami still got Tyreek under contract for a couple of years. You're not going to get any better to beat those teams if you still have Bill Belichick around. And I know it's hard for people to hear. I know don't nobody want to say it, but just let Bill Belichick just go out on the good foot, man, because this shit is not looking good.
Chris, bro, I think this is, I don't know, I probably didn't told you this before, but this is becoming an American problem. This is what we doing in America. Y'all seen, I don't know if y'all watch college football. Y'all seen Lee Corso? Have y'all seen our president? It's so many old dudes that need to go on about their business. Bill Belichick just is right in there with them, man. They still bringing Lee Corso around when that dude, he was old when I was a little kid. So it's like, bro, it's too many old people in these high positions anyway. Nobody wants to retire. In America, ain't nobody retiring, bro. We gotta start pushing these old dudes out. Bill
That's the
Belichick,
thing. Everybody wants to stay in a position of power. That's the problem. But like, bro, I think we talked about it. We was like, man, they need to do the same thing in sports, politics. When you niggas get past a certain age, you niggas got to go.
Because this the thing with Bill Belichick too. He was, bro. You don't remember when he had that old defensive coordinator, Patricia, when he was so terrible at everything he ever did. He had him, and he was a defensive guy. He had him as the offensive coordinator last year, bro. What is Mac Jones supposed to do? I like Mac Jones, but Mac Jones ain't the type of quarterback where he go make nothing happen. He's the type of quarterback where
you gotta have somebody to coach him,
and he gotta have weapons. Who is their best receiver?
And you gotta have at least
Gonzalez. They best receiver last name Gonzalez, bro. No offense, but it's just like, come on, we gotta keep it a buck. We gotta keep it a buck, bro. Like, they just need better receivers. They need better coaching. He's recycling his coaches. He had a defensive coordinator as his offensive coordinator last year. A dude that had the Lions, couldn't do nothing with them, came back and was an offensive coordinator when he ain't never been on the offensive side of the ball. Bill Belichick is too old for his job. It just is what it is, man. I'm sorry, but I like Mac Jones. So.
Anything you want to add on there, Ray? You good?
No, y'all said about everything.
All right, so I got one more, and then we can get into this one. Gonna transition. So, the Colts pretty much got rid of Shaq Leonard today. He got waived. He still got, I believe, $6.1 million owed to him this season. But I don't think he's like not healthy or anything. I just don't think he fits in that system. So somebody's definitely going to be calling on him. He's a former All-Pro, one of the smartest middle linebackers that we've seen. He just, was in Indianapolis doing that purgatory time. And I really hope he actually finds a team where he'll actually be able to shine. Because ain't nobody watching him right now, bro.
Did you say Darius Leonard?
Yeah. Or he go by Shaq. Yeah, he go by Shaq Leonard now. But But yeah, Darius Leonard. Yeah, that nigga.
Bro, Brent, I would love him on the Cowboys. I'm sorry, my bad. But I like him on the Cowboys. He's a coverage linebacker, ain't he? So I remember him. I ain't watched Colts in so long. I ain't even go cap.
Ain't nobody gonna blame you for not watching them bums. They niggas suck.
They are terrible. But I remember him, and can people pick him up right now?
Yeah, anybody. He's out there, bro. He is out there for the taking.
Bro, we can go and bring him in because it's Leighton Vander.
There you go.
Oh, yes, bro. Chris, I didn't want to do it sound like no homer, but bro, he would fit.
There y'all go.
Where Leighton Vander is shit?
Gone. Y'all need to, bro. Y'all do not need to bring that man back, man. I think
somewhere howling.
He's into something.
Darius Leonard gone come with the winning team. My bad. Go ahead, Chris.
But I think but how you saying about Van? I think he out for the season. But last topic though, make sure I get the score of this game right. And then it's kind of gonna transition to our next topic. Oh, where is it at? Make sure I get this score right on this game. There we go. The Los Angeles Chargers have fallen to another loss in the NFL. They lost to the Green Bay Packers 20-23. And that's kind of going to transition into our next topic, that we talked about, DJ, before we hopped on. I don't know. Well, did y'all hear what Brandon Staley said about that question or whatever? Let me see if I can pull it up.
I don't know. I say, bro, I know we don't be trying to get into race and all that, but Brandon Staley's the definition of white privilege, man. If this would have been a black dude, that boy would have got fired like 6 times already. He would be on his 7th job, and he'd probably be a coordinator for goddamn JUCO or something. Because that dude, no, I ain't going.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, don't get me, and like like I said, I don't mind having this conversation because we can definitely get into it. But because I've been very critical of this team in the conversations that we've had. So let me go ahead and just see if I can get this motherfucker pulled up real quick. Here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear this hoe. Y'all can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when you got there, you still haven't made any kind of significant changes. Do you? When you keep saying the same things, doing the same things, you still? I guess why?
I have full confidence, like I've told you, and like I've told you from the beginning, I have full confidence in our way of playing. Full confidence in myself as the play caller and the way that we teach and the way that we scheme. Full confidence in that. We got to bring this group together and do it consistently. Okay. And that's where it's at. So you can stop asking that question. Okay. I'm going to be calling the defenses. Okay. So we're clear. So you don't have to ask that again. I'm not here to talk to the fan base. I'm here to talk to my players, the locker room. I know that we give ourselves a chance to win every single week with the game plans that we have. Okay. And we have done it here. You guys act like we've never played good defense. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. You act like we haven't made any improvements. Today in the run game, we played outstanding. We're rushing the quarterback well. What we got to do a better job of is in the passing game. And that's where our full attention is. And it's where it will continue to be. There were a lot of other things that caused us to lose today. It certainly wasn't our defense. It was the way we played as a team. We didn't play well enough on the red zone on offense. We dropped too many passes. Okay, we gave up a few killer sacks. Okay, we did this as a team. Stop making it about one unit because that's not what happened out there today. Our team lost, and I am fully responsible for it, and I take full responsibility. But we lost as a team today, and that's the storyline.
Okay, I'm actually glad I got to see that whole video because they was only showing that first half.
He tried to clean it up. Bro. If you was thinking, oh, he threw my offense under the bus, threw my quarterback under the bus, he did. He tried to clean it up at the end. He was speaking his real true feelings. It's not my fault. It's the offense. The passing game got to be better. He literally tried to say, man, Justin Herbert ain't shit. That's basically what I heard at first. But he tried to clean it up. Ray, what you heard?
I don't think he was saying that about his quarterback. I don't know. I think at first it just got heated, and sometimes you say some stuff when you in the heat of the moment.
Y'all,
because he. The one thing we seen throughout the history since we've been watching sports is when somebody keep asking you something throughout the season, or keep asking something in a press conference, how that can just make somebody just jump at that person and say something that they probably would have worded better if they was in a better headspace. But when you done got me heated, I already don't like you as a reporter. We got a history of having a spat back and forth, and I'm telling you, don't ask me this stuff no more. I've already addressed this. Sometimes things can get misinterpreted because we thinking like, oh, well, he sounded like he tried to say this, and he probably did try to clean it up because he was no longer angry no more. He probably calmed himself down, like, okay, now let me word it a little bit better because now I'm actually thinking more calmly, and I can actually word it how I wanted to word it. So I don't think he meant anything by it in the first half. I think it was a heated exchange in the beginning, but at the second half, it wasn't as heated.
Man, Chris, can I tell you the real, bro? Can I please tell you the real? We gave up 23 points. In this day's NFL, that should be enough to win the game. We scored 20 points. My quarterback, who everybody think is a generational talent, got outplayed by Jordan Love, somebody who might not have a job next year. That's what he said to me. Our quarterback, our passing game, he really threw the whole offense under the bus, bro. He said we was dropping the ball. The quarterback, we couldn't stop the quarterback from getting sacked. He didn't say nothing, bro. He said we rushed the passer well. We played good run defense. He literally threw the whole offense under the bus. And he tried to clean it up. He tried to blame Justin Herbert in the offense. And he tried to own ass by saying, I called the defensive plays. And look, we only gave up 23 points. There should be enough to win the game. In today's NFL. That's what I heard. I'm just going to, it is what it is, though. I don't like Brandon Staley at all. He's studying my boy growth.
I mean, And that's kind of where I get into the argument when it comes to this team, mainly about Justin Herbert, bro. And don't get me wrong, I understand that coaching has a lot to do. I'm not saying that Justin Herbert does not have the talent. I'm not saying none of that. But he is just one of them that I feel like he has been the most protected player when we come to who we talk about, that we consider that a lot of people consider elite. He has been the most protected player since he came into the league.
Yeah.
And that's at no fault of his own, but it's like, come on now. We're not going to act like you ain't got $200 million receivers. We're not going to act like you don't have a top running back. We're not going to act like they haven't, drafted you good offensive players. Now, if you want to go so far as to blame the defense as far as this year, some of these games, okay, that's cool. But at the same time, you went out and got Kellen Moore for a reason. Now, I understand that Mike Williams is not there, but you still have enough. You have a top lineman in the league. You have pieces there. So it's just like, I just kind of feel like we should be like these past couple of years, he should have been doing damn near just as good as Joe Burrow. Because I understand that you got to deal with Patrick Mahomes in your division, but it ain't like Joe Burrow just done had no cakewalk either. I mean, the only knock I've had against Joe Burrow these past couple of years, and, prayers up. I know my boy hurt, wish him nothing but the best. But these past 2 years, it's really been between Baltimore and Cincinnati. And it just so happened that Lamar just happened to get hurt with like 5 games left in the season. So they was able to run away with it. Now, of course, Joe Burrow don't have that, luxury, but it's like just your resume as far as what they put around you offensively, I feel like needs to be better. Now,
my only thing with this, Chris, is Justin Herbert was the 4th ranked quarterback in his draft class. Do y'all not remember Jordan Love was actually ranked higher than him? Nope. Mel Kiper thought Jordan Love was going to be better than Justin Herbert. He thought Tua was going to be better.
You know what? Just because you said Mel Kiper, just because you said Mel Kiper.
Todd McShay too.
Hell no.
But not.
I can't. Mel Kiper, he is.
I feel.
Don't get me wrong. But, he be putting me on game to a lot of players I ain't know about, but he be so wrong about some of his shit, bro. And the fact that he still got a job.
I think he be on that snorter, bro. He be too twitchy. He look like he be too sweaty. Like, bro,
that's probably why he get to stay in with them top guns, man. They all be on that goddamn, but whatever.
but my thing is Justin Herbert. The reason why he's so protected because nobody really had no high expectations for no Justin Herbert coming out of Oregon except me. Just to keep it a buck. I feel you though. You in the NFL. We know you got a sorry coach, and then it's just like I don't know. He just showed moments of brilliance, but. He's like he's
I don't know,
the
bro.
third best quarterback in that draft. Like it's not. It's like
so. Which other quarterbacks in his draft? Which other one?
It was Joe Burrow. It was Tua. Then it was Herbert, and then Jordan Love. In that 2020 draft,
Justin Herbert is the best quarterback in that draft.
I ain't ready.
Justin Herbert is the best quarterback in that draft. Again, I'm going to say this again. Joe Burrow has been bailed out by the fact that Lamar Jackson got hurt the 2 years that he went to the Super Bowl, and this last year where he went, the 1 year he went to the Super Bowl, and this last year he went to the AFC Championship game. Remember, he had to play Baltimore in the first round of the playoffs last year, and still almost got beat by the backup. I'm sorry. I am taking Justin Herbert over Joe because still at the end of the day, as far as where they rank offensively, they have been good. I'm not going to take that away from them. Now, at the same time, what have I got on him about? It's not been a problem this year, but last year, what was it? They second half offense. Mm-hmm. That's you. I can't sit here and have you scoring 27 points in the first half, and then the second half you only give me 3.
I feel you, bro.
That's
I
on the
feel you,
offense, you know what I'm saying? But but they were so good in the first, and they, that they were able to keep those high. Now I can, try like, okay, yes, maybe the defense is a problem, but I tell you what, Brandon Staley is going to be fired.
He should, bro. I'm tired of this. He should be fired, man.
Unless the Chargers are just the most delusional and dumbest organization right now, he should be fired. If they bring an offensive head coach and he looks worse, and you go get a decent defensive coordinator, because I'm sorry, you got too much talent on that defense for y'all to be this bad. These niggas are ranked like the bottom 10 in defensive rankings across the board. And guess where? And look, you've paid Justin Herbert, the 2 receivers. I think the nigga Austin Eckler paid on the franchise tag. All your money spent on the defense. You paid Joey Bosa.
So was he wrong though? He was Staley wrong for what? I don't think he was wrong
for this game. No, but for this game, he was not wrong. But we're not finna act like when we go look at the points per game that they wasn't giving up 30 points and shit to some of these close ass games. If your defense was so goddamn good, why did you allow them to score that much?
But nah, I feel like he just was saying, I did my part today. I did my part today. That's the part I didn't like.
You can talk about today all you want to, but when we go back, like, just look at it. When you played the Dolphins, you let them hang 36 on y'all. Yeah, and your offense scored 34. Had you kept them to maybe 30, 27, you would have won. You let the goddamn Titans beat y'all, man.
Tragic.
Nigga, you had a close game with the Raiders, man. The Chiefs hung 31 on you, man. And y'all only scored 17. Maybe if your defense held them to 14.
Oh, I can't wait to get to the Eagles Chiefs.
The Lions hung 41 on you, man.
I'm over the whole Chargers thing. I hate they crowd too. Like, they crowd is like, it's a weird crowd, bro. That type, bro. LA is a weird place, bro. That's the type of place where
it's not weird, because this is the thing about it, bro. It's LA. Like, I've been to LA numerous times, and let me just tell you, the money move different out there, nigga. Them niggas ain't worried about no football game the way we worried about it in Texas, or a New York fan, a Cincinnati, a Kansas City fan, and nigga, they ain't got too much to do out there. We got to remember, a game that started at 12 o'clock out here is starting at 10 o'clock out there. So guess what? They get out at 1 o'clock and still got to find some more shit to do. Them niggas think about, you got to have some break.
Every game I see from the Chargers, they be rooting for the other team.
Damn, the Chargers ain't, bro. We got to also remember too. The Chargers got more history in San Diego. They had a true fan base in San Diego, bro. LA, you have to be good for a team to give a shit about you. Like, nigga, think about it. The Rams and the Chargers share the same goddamn stadium. There's no reason why that motherfucker shouldn't be packed out with fans from them every goddamn week. But it's not, because they're both trash. They had one good year when the Rams went to the Super Bowl. They gave them a reason to go. But other than that, shit, nigga, I'm gonna go to a Lakers game. I'm gonna go to a Dodgers game.
I don't know why they did that. Let that happen in the first place. Not that
I didn't mind the Rams. I didn't mind the Rams, but the Chargers, they should have kept San Diego.
Or sent that shit to a small goddamn town somewhere.
Well, because remember, San Diego, I mean, because they took a team away from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Now, you still got a team in Kansas City that's out there in the state, so that's probably why they didn't feel too bad. But LA definitely needed a football team. But I would have much rather you left the Chargers in San Diego, because everything don't need to be in the big city. You know what I'm saying? You need to still have some of them smaller towns. Like,
you don't need two.
There's no football teams. There's no football teams outside of LA anymore. The Raiders moved from Oakland, and the Chargers moved. They are going to where, you know, the shine is. But there's no true fan base. You know what I mean? There's no true fan bases there.
But see, even the Oakland Raiders, that's in the same, bro. San Francisco and Oakland, well, How far apart is San Francisco and Oakland?
They like across the bridge type shit. How we say
But
across
it's
the tracks.
but that's still like it's easy for you to go from Oakland Raiders fan to San Francisco 49ers fan, especially now that the 49ers are kind of good. But you going from
I know, but
San Diego
I'm just
is
saying
far.
as far as like, Vegas ain't need no damn football team, man. Let's just keep it a buck. It's already too much shit to do out there.
Say, bro,
ain't no real Raiders fans out there.
When I went to Vegas, bro, they was bragging about their teams, bro. Vegas love their sports teams. They was bragging about the Golden Knights. They were like, yeah, we just won our. I was in them like, huh? I was like, bro, I don't know nothing about no hockey, Uber lady. But
but don't nobody give it. But the Raiders, they ain't. That's just something else for them to do, bro. Because Vegas be out there throwing that money the same way LA do. But it's all the NFL content I got for y'all today, though. Just to keep it short.
All right. Ray, what's going on with your mic, bro? You're popping. But dang, you didn't want to talk about the Eagles Chiefs real quick?
Oh yeah, that is the last game to get into. Thank you, Philadelphia. Thank you, Philadelphia. Y'all got my Ravens at the goddamn number one seed in this conference right now. Thank you.
Can we keep it real about Mahomes now? Everybody acting like that offense is bad and he's falling off. He's carrying them. They like top 5 in touchdowns and they like top 5 in passing yards. They're bottom. They're like in the middle of the pack rushing, and they're like top of number 1 in drops. Like, can we, and Kelsey
is it still doing it?
No, you good.
All right.
I mean, I don't think that anybody ever was saying that it was his fault.
No, but they were acting like he took a step back. And then ever since Tyreek Hill done left, it's Mahomes, the best thing that ever happened to Kansas City, man. We just got to keep it a buck. If Kelsey wouldn't have fumbled, if Watson wouldn't have had them drops, come on now. Like, this, I felt like the Chiefs was better than the Eagles. Me just keeping it a buck. It just, Eagles make less mistakes.
So the way I looked at it, I do agree with that because the Eagles not the Eagles. Chiefs did get a lot more penalized, but I just felt like that's just one of them games where, what was I saying last year during the NBA playoffs? Some motherfuckers made some adjustments. Niggas couldn't make adjustments to their adjustments.
Yeah.
I mean, because don't get me wrong, nigga. I was at that game. I was like, I texted my homeboy, like, say, nigga, what the fuck y'all got going on over there, man? Like, goddamn. The one time I root for you sorry ass niggas, this is the shit y'all put on display.
They've been doing this all year. The Eagles been struggle winning all year. This what ain't nobody realizing, bro. Yes, they are 9-1, but they've been struggle wins all year. They struggled with the Commanders twice. The Eagles, bro.
But you know what though? The only reason why I don't give a damn about nobody saying that shit is because I said the same goddamn thing about the Minnesota Vikings, and the same two niggas on this podcast, this shit right here say, but they win. I said the same goddamn thing.
No, that's facts. Winning is winning, but people are acting like the Eagles just can't beat, bro. That tush push, bro. I ain't gonna stunt, bro.
You know what? I don't want to hear it.
No, I'm saying
the same thing about these struggle close ass wins, and everybody's like, "Oh, but they won." I said, "All right, just y'all wait, just y'all wait."
No, I ain't knocking it, but it's just like the Eagles can be beat. The only thing they got going, their brotherly shove though, and Jalen Hurts been stinking it up, but their brotherly shove is unstoppable. It's unstoppable. It's unstoppable, bro. It is what it is. My only thing is too though, we don't talk about how Jalen Hurts is mid. Jalen Hurts is mid, bro. Yeah, he's better than mid, but not by much.
Whoa!
He's a great game manager. Like most time we see game managers, they be good. He's really great at it though.
And they say he got strong legs to help with that brotherly push. That's what he got going for him.
Hold on. So I just want to make sure I'm
Brotherly
hearing this
shove.
correctly. So y'all are saying that Jalen Hurts is a good game manager.
I say he a great
Oh.
game manager.
Oh, a great game manager. Okay. But I'm still hearing game manager.
Oh
Okay.
no, Chris, we not gonna do that. That boy is not
Okay.
having no MVP caliber season like he did last year. He's
Okay.
been good enough.
Okay. Ha. Oh man. See. Y'all lost y'all goddamn mind. Y'all lost y'all mind. Y'all think that Jalen Hurts is a game manager.
What'd he do yesterday, bro?
Say, man.
What'd he do yesterday? There was when he like 64. Let me look. Cause I was looking, bro. He didn't play all that good to me. He didn't look all that great, bro. I'm not even gonna count with you. He's good, but it's like he's good. Like people throwing extra sauce on it, man. At this point,
I don't really think it's extra sauce. And you want to know why? Because people could talk about him having all these, all these struggle wins and stuff like that. But the only games, in my opinion, where I was just like, okay, damn, why are they playing you so hard?
14 for 22, 150 and an interception, no touchdowns, man. Like he had 2 touchdowns rushing, but he only averaged 2.4 yards per rush. Like he's good, bro, but like don't throw no extra sauce on it. That's all. I had to just find them stats because he didn't look like he played all that great.
But you know what though? The only reason why that's why you have those type of quarterbacks that we call dual threat. Like 14 for 22, of course, is not terrible. But at the end of the day, when it came time to make those throws, he made the throws. Like that throw he made to Devontae. And that's the thing about it, bro. Like you can have some quarterbacks that play like that. But when it's time for a moment to happen, I feel like Jalen Hurts lives up to those moments. And I feel like that's
I would
why.
have to agree. I would have to agree.
Now, yeah, he may not have had the best, completion percentage or nothing like that. He probably, he didn't even get over, 200 yards of total offense. If we're just talking about him passing and, and him rushing the ball. But at the end of the day, he has more than one way to score. And he sets his team up for him to do that. And we also have to look at the level of competition. I mean, people can try to say what they want to, like as far as the level of competition, the team. And I'm not trying to make no excuses for him, but it's like, okay, this game he played against the Chiefs was a tough play game. A team that we seen was also a tough play game when they played against, them in the Super Bowl last year. But when it comes to these tough games, the only one that he's just really just, falling off was the one against the Jets. And that's one I could say we call that a bad loss. But we seen what he did to the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He caught the Bucks early. The Vikings have been on fire all year, and they was able to get people can say what they want to about the Vikings, but he beat them when they still had Justin Jefferson. And the defense still let them score 28. They got over 30 points on the board. I don't feel like Jalen Hurts you have to put him in the tier of elite quarterbacks. Now, when you talk about MVP, honestly, bro, ain't nobody just running away with that motherfucker. Even Jalen Hurts with the record that he has, he's not running away with that motherfucker.
I don't think he should. I don't think he's really. I don't know. They gonna say he's the top 3 candidate just because they record,
but that plays into it. But like I said, he's not just a runaway MVP, even with having the best record in the league, is what I'm saying. Like,
who's your top 3 MVP candidates?
Top 3. If I just go off of quarterbacks, or just in general,
they gonna give it to a quarterback. But if you think somebody else could get it, just whoever the top 3 that's most likely to happen, or most likely you think should happen.
I mean, Jalen Hurts is going to be the top quarterback just based off record. We know how that goes. But honestly, bro, I feel like it's damn near, if we just worried about where these quarterbacks are right now. Quarterback wise, give me Jalen, give me Pat, give me Lamar. And if I had to pick somebody outside of a quarterback, give me Tyreek and give me AJ Brown.
Okay,
I
that's
think
cool.
those 5 players you have to give the nod to.
All right.
I mean, I know a lot of people are trying to throw CJ Stroud in there, but just based off his record, he'll get a couple of votes, but he ain't going to. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's been playing some damn good ball. But if you just had to ask me 5 right now, give me Lamar, give me Jalen, give me AJ, give me Tyreek, and give me who's the other quarterback I said?
CJ.
No, not CJ. I said they would give it CJ. Oh my
Hurts.
God, here we go.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not even justifying that with a response. I ain't gonna lie.
He said
Dak ain't,
Hurts, Mahomes, and Lamar.
Yeah, Hurts, Mahomes, and Lamar.
Dak ain't won a close game yet, bro, against a good team. So no.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Dak, no. I'm sorry.
But
And I'm not trying to take away nothing that Dak has done. But I mean, if we gonna put some shit in the
He
context,
said Dak.
I'm not.
Jabbar.
Somebody just said Dak in the comments. Jabbar just said Dak in the comments.
He probably going based off these last 4 or 5 games.
Which is fine, but goddamn it, when you beat Carolina and New York back-to-back weeks,
set us up.
Look,
See,
man.
Jabbar.
Look, I'm not one to try to take away anything that Dak has done, right? But when you just look, because I actually had a conversation about, and then we can move on to the NBA. But when you just look at the teams that Dak has played this year, it's very, very hard. Very hard when you just look at the teams he's beat, but then you turn back and look at the teams that he's lost against. That's the only thing that's going to be held against him. Because all the teams I would say that he's beat, those are teams that he was supposed to beat. The teams that he lost to, with the exception of the Cardinals, were all teams that you're not surprised they lost to. That is the only knock I feel would be on Dak from having a real. If you would have put maybe the 49ers or the Eagles on one of his win columns, then yeah, throw him in there.
He's had.
Throw him
Dak
in there.
only had one bad game this year against the Niners. We only played 2 big games and we lost both of them. And one of them he stunk it up.
And I'm the type, bro. I'm damn near looking at the Cardinals loss as just a bad loss. Every team has a bad loss, so I don't even hold that so much against them. But if he would have came out and beat either the Eagles or the Niners, or at least made that game against the Niners a closer game, the same way he did against the Eagles game, I won't even be mad if you want to throw him an MVP, because Dak has always put up good numbers. We know he's gonna throw that bitch regardless. He's gonna get his yards. He's going to get numbers. But it's just right now, this season, I just can't see him in the MVP, like as a top 5 MVP pick. Just when you think about the teams he's beat, and then it's glaring at the teams that he's lost against. Like, come on, man. This nigga done beat the Patriots, the Giants twice, the Jets, the Panthers, the Chargers. We see how they looking right now. I mean, I was really hoping that the Rams was gonna be healthy when they played, but shit, even when in the short time that Matthew Stafford was in there, they was whooping their ass.
Yeah.
And I ain't looking at the Rams as a playoff team anyway, so I don't know.
No, Jabari, we got to get to the NBA. We got to get to the
Cardinals
NBA,
game is more important than we think. It wasn't it's a bad loss. When I say a bad loss, I mean a bad loss as a team that if you take it serious, that you're supposed to win. Like, there's some of those teams you play down to that you shouldn't play down to. If you just treat them like, hey, this is still an NFL team, let me go out here and handle my business, they win that game. But they was like, oh, this the Cardinals. Kyler Murray ain't here. This nigga hurt. That nigga hurt. That is played down to competition. That's why I say bad loss. But you're right. No, but he's right. In the long run, when it comes to seeding, that matters, because at the end of the day, they lost to an NFC team. That's
We're
what
gonna
that's
have to
gonna
move
matter.
on after this, but I will say this. I feel like I'm the most realistic Cowboys fan there is when it comes to Dak. Dude is exactly he's exactly who we see, man. Good regular season quarterback that folds in big moments. He ain't won not one big game yet. And we praising him for beating teams he should be, even though we're blowing
Hold on a
people out.
second now.
But
Hold on a
MVP
second. 'Cause
race,
you
nah.
trying to make it seem like he done folded in every big game when he done, man. Are we forgetting in his
You said
first
what?
playoff game against the
Huh?
Packers how we should have won that, but the defense gave it up. So don't say that he don't show up in big games when it matters. He do show up. It always end up coming back to bite us when the defense don't step up though. That was the main argument with Romo. Romo
Bro,
showed up in big
man,
games, but the
last
defense
year,
didn't seal the
last year we
deal.
lost the 49ers. That was his fault. You bring
Oh no, the past 2 years. Don't get me wrong, it's been ugly.
3,
But
4
those are
years
the only
ago,
two playoff
5,
games.
6 years, bro.
Those are
that,
not
bro.
the
But
only
he
two
has a
playoff.
consistent.
Those are not the only 2 playoff games on his resume, though.
Man, I ain't trying to hear nothing about no 3, 4, 5 years ago, bro. I'm not trying, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When people try to put him in an MVP conversation and stuff like that, when he's
Jabari, the
bro,
only one who tried to put him
name
in
the big
MVP
games.
conversation.
No, but I'm
You
saying,
ain't heard
no,
nobody
I
else bring
heard,
his name up.
bro. I've been hearing a lot from other Cowboys fans whenever they've been praising Dak just because he's looking good against teams he's supposed to look good against. My thing with Dak is
Those are not Cowboys fans. Those are Cowboy
beat the
worshipers.
good team so you can really prove your greatness. You can't be great without beating great teams, man. Y'all ready to get to the NBA? Because I only got 3 topics, but I want to hear what Ray got to say because he just been coming at me. So, you know what I'm saying? Go on, get off your chest, Ray. Go on, get off your chest. What you want to talk about, dog? Like, what's your issue with me?
I need to know what's the topics. God damn, Cleveland beating the shit out of them.
The crazy thing is,
the only
DJ, I ain't been saying nothing. If anything,
LaMelo is better than
direction.
Tyrese Halliburton. RJ Barrett is better than Mikal Bridges, even though
you said LaMelo is better than who?
He better than Tyrese Halliburton. I don't care. I'm ready to say
when
it.
They faced
he got
off
more
against each other. When they faced off against each other, what happened? And don't
he
give me
clapped
that.
him at the end, and LaMelo and the Hornets won. It's 1 of the 4 wins he got. They beat the Pacers, bro.
So you tell so that game showed him that. So you telling me when you watch that game, you see LaMelo better than Halliburton?
Nah, Tyrese Halliburton outplayed him all the way into the end, where LaMelo had the biggest play. LaMelo has more it factor than Tyrese Halliburton. That's, in my opinion, LaMelo just has more it. Like, they damn near the same type of dude.
That's like somebody. That's like somebody watching match what's called MJ in Boston back in the day and said, well, since Jordan lost, hey man, Bird is a better player. Man, cut that out. Halliburton,
no. Tyrese Halliburton been getting the hell beat out of him. They just got the hell beat out of them by the Magic. I think the Hawks was just whooping their ass last time I was just checking. Like, he kind of just soft to me. I just feel like LaMelo is just, he got more it factor, he's more mentally tough.
They down 15.
I just like LaMelo more, and now I'm just not ashamed to say it because now
LaMelo is 4-9. You're trying to bring. Hold on, you're trying to bring up. You're bringing up Halliburton losing back-to-back games when LaMelo hasn't even been 500 this season. Ever, like, at no point in this season have you said, man, okay, they're gonna turn it around.
Player for player, give me LaMelo. Tyrese Halliburton has never played meaningful basketball. He's never even been to a play-in game. He's never been to even a play-in game. You were talking about Tyrese Halliburton like he's some winner. Bro, they finna slide down the stand.
LaMelo gonna have a lot of time to go back to that YouTube series with his brothers.
Bro, they both losers right now, right? Right? We can agree on that, right?
LaMelo one of them is in the playoffs right now. The other one is not.
They're finna drop in the standings right after this game, after they get their ass whooped. And they on this, bro. Tyrese Halliburton has not accomplished more than LaMelo in his career. So it's like, you can say whatever you want, but they in the same tier where the people are praising.
Hey, why you going crazy on Pacers? They done made a little comeback. Just like that. They was down 15, now they only down on 8.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
They got on a little run. Tyrese Halliburton back-to-back threes. You better put some respect on that boy.
Bro, I don't give a damn, bro. Did you see what LaMelo did yesterday against the best team in the East.
That's
Well,
the most.
I don't know.
That's bruh. Up until this point in his career, that's the most elite thing he's ever done. That's the most
And what's the most
memorable
elite
thing he's
thing
ever
Tyrese
done.
Halliburton? What's the most elite thing Tyrese Halliburton's done?
Drop
You
off
are
LaMelo.
falling for the
Drop off LaMelo.
narrative, bro. What has Tyrese Halliburton done in his career? What has Tyrese Halliburton done in his career that LaMelo hasn't done?
Cook LaMelo.
Goddamn.
Crickets, nothing.
Fuck?
Bro, and laws. How you pick a nigga and lose and get clamped at the end? Nigga, all about a nigga and lose.
How many he put on? How
His
many he put on
clamping
LaMelo?
of Tyrese Halliburton went viral, and LaMelo played like
How much did he put on LaMelo?
What?
How much did he put on LaMelo?
See, you always talk about winners and losers, but Tyrese Halliburton lost the game, and you talking about how much he put on the dude. See, Chris,
But
man,
you're literally you're defending a guy who still has a losing record this moment.
Huh?
How you gonna talk about losing when the guy you're defending literally has a losing record this moment?
Bro, it's not that you, bro. The season's not over yet. Tyrese Halliburton doesn't have a history.
What do you think the Hornets gonna finish? What the Hornets gonna finish, DJ?
I don't know. Where the Pacers gonna finish, right?
Hmm.
They're gonna be in the playoffs.
I really do think when it comes to that debate, though, because just me personally, for what I said, the only thing that I've ever debated against you, DJ, the only thing was when you talking about that playoff push they made, and you know how I kind of feel about the play-in, everything, yada yada yada, like the play-in tournament. But it's like, you know, I'm trying not to be like an old head. Like, yeah, they beat the team, but they didn't make the playoffs, right? They were just a playing team, right? They never actually, yeah. So that's why I don't too much, you know. I still don't really care about the playing thing just because, you know, just how we grew up, you know, was 1 through 8, you know, 9 through 15. It's 1, 2, 3 Cancun, you know what I'm saying? But
do you get my point when I say quit talking about like Tyrese Halliburton like he's a winner? When my only argument is that
so
at
this
least
is my whole
LaMelo
thing.
They've had a good start thus far.
So this
LaMelo
is my whole
has
thing. Before I even hopped on, before I even hopped on this podcast with y'all, I didn't really know who the fuck Tyrese Halliburton was. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I didn't know who that nigga was. Let's just get that out the way first. I mean, now
who he was in Sacramento.
I did.
We know who he was, but I did it, bro. I think he's the JJ Redick industry plant.
Damn. Anyway,
what?
But what I
go
say,
ahead, Chris. I'm gonna get to it.
That boy was getting love way before JJ Redick. What is you talking about?
I don't know. But let me get this off though. But yeah, so the only thing I can say about just about both of them, if I just had to like put my little 2 cents in. I feel like LaMelo may be a better individual player, but right now, Tyrese might just be a better team player, if that makes sense.
And I'll give you that. Like Tyrese Halliburton is kind of like
LaMelo is a better, like how you just said, like player for player, you would take LaMelo. But I feel like if you're talking about a team builder like type of situation, you would probably take Tyrese because he is averaging more assists, but he ain't really that far off in points either. But we know
he's not even a score first point guard.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's kind of the only kind of
LaMelo is a more natural scorer. That's why DJ leaning more towards him because he think like, oh, he putting up all these crazy scoring points. The fact that
I think he's averaging what 20 because LaMelo's averaging what like 25. LaMelo's averaging what 25 and 8, and Halliburton's averaging what 22, 23 and 11 when we talk about assists. Yeah. So
LaMelo 25, 8 and 6.
25, 8 and 6, and what's Tyrese?
Like 24, 11 and. But my thing is, everybody loves to big up Halliburton right now. Nobody cares about LaMelo. I get they not winning, But it's just like, God damn, we not gonna just act like Tyrese Halliburton and just some
look,
untouchable point guard.
But
I wasn't
DJ
even bigging up. Go ahead.
Bro, that shit is cap, bro. That's all I'm saying. That shit cap. And he's a media darling and all this and all that. He ain't won nothing either. Just like LaMelo ain't won nothing. Just like Anthony Edwards ain't won nothing. Ain't nothing.
Wait, so you
really
think that
won
Tyrese
nothing, but people
Halliburton is
pick and
a bigger
choose, bro.
you think Tyrese Halliburton is a bigger media darling than LaMelo?
Media. Like the media likes Halliburton more than LaMelo. Bro, JJ Redick talk about Halliburton. I've been hearing what's Richard Jefferson talk about Halliburton, bro. The media, the streets talk about LaMelo because we've been watching him since he was a freshman in high school. Like
that's what I was just about to say.
Thing.
It's kind of different just because,
we're not gonna sit here and act like
I
we
was
don't talk about anybody whose last name is Ball because of who their dad is.
I was just about to say, like, you got to think about it.
Hold on. Dad created this persona first before we even familiar with all of their games like that. The dad was the phase first, and we were like, man, who was this entertaining dude? Then once we started seeing more of his sons, we was like, okay, his son, he ain't just all talk. His sons actually can hoop. And then that's when people kind of start being more wrapped around. Okay, I want to start watching all their games now. But don't act like people was just like, I want to go check out a LaMelo game. That was not the case.
And the only reason why I would kind of say that is different as well is because, like, when you think about it, bro, I can't name one podcast that LaMelo's been on. That's the only reason why the media is kind of like fading towards more Tyrese, because he been doing all these podcasts and he was not yada. LaMelo ain't doing that shit for free. I don't knock him, but man, bro, we see what he was. LaMelo was making money off of doing his own TV show before this nigga even got into the league. So that's, some. I mean, as far as like his status wise, he feel like, hey, I'm too good to be doing this little podcast. So I ain't really gonna try to use that as no comparison and shit like that. I mean, look, have you seen LaMelo on anything? No, I haven't. So that's why I ain't gonna really hold that much for like who the media treat better. Tyrese is more involved with the media because of all these sports niggas that's trying to, do the crossover between being a player and media and doing podcasts and shit. That's the only reason why Tyrese gets more. That's why he gets more love.
You forgetting something that's real important about LaMelo's
why
career
you really think that Melo wouldn't want that nobody would want LaMelo on their podcast, bro? Honestly, like I really want to know how many people.
LaMelo says nigga too much. LaMelo talk reckless talk. Like he talked just like bro. He talked too reckless. Tyrese Halliburton
had a lot of
and he can't get on Paul George shit.
No, I would give this what Ray and this what the media do, because Ray was just finna hit on it. Halliburton is more mature. Bro, LaMelo's a better player. I don't give a damn who's more mature, man.
Are we not gonna act like his own franchise said, if we looking at you as a franchise player, we're gonna need you to mature a little bit more?
Bam, we're gonna act like they did not James Borrego, Steve Clifford, bro. Michael Jordan is his owner. His second best player is beating on his woman. Like, come on now, Gordon Hayward never stayed healthy, bro. Y'all are not acting like LaMelo. LaMelo's the only shining light in Charlotte. Since he got there, he's been the only shining light in Charlotte. Do you not remember what Charlotte was before LaMelo got there, bro? Y'all is being, bro. Tyrese Halliburton went to the Pacers. They got Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle, in my opinion, is a top 10 coach that I've seen coach. Like on some real talk.
Okay. Now name me one player on that roster.
Miles Turner is a top 10 center. Bruce Brown is a superstar role player.
With no winning background. Name me the next player.
I said, okay.
He went to an organization that has not seen winning days. Last time they seen winning days, Halliburton was probably just being born.
Right. When have Charlotte ever won? What's a better organization? Just off the top of your head, what you know? What's a better organization? Charlotte or Indiana? What has been a better organization throughout our lifetime?
Indiana.
Who's been a better coach throughout our lifetime? Steve Clifford or Rick Carlisle?
I don't know Steve Clifford like that, so I gotta go on Carlisle.
Like, come on now. We just gotta start keeping this shit a buck, bro. Tyrese Halliburton is more buttoned up. He's more well spoken. He's more mature, seeming like, even though
But
LaMelo ain't never been in trouble. He's the only one
would
that showed
this
me who ain't never been in trouble, bro. He's just been hurt.
would
But Halliburton been hurt too. It's just it's a narrative. Y'all just say y'all like
when it,
Halliburton more, but
what
don't say he's
was
better than
was
LaMelo,
the
bro.
Pacers in the playoffs last year before Halliburton got hurt?
And here we go with before. Say, man, every year that before last year, every year LaMelo before LaMelo was hurt, they was in the playoffs.
The play-in.
LaMelo been playing a whole bunch of games. They still sneaking into the play-in because they would have lost if he wasn't. Like some games here and there, and they still in the play-in. Devin Hayward, his second best player, never stays healthy. So you can use that same argument for LaMelo. Give me something else.
My only point is this season so far, LaMelo and them have been playing losing basketball. Yeah, they just beat Boston. But how is that enough to just boost up LaMelo now? Just because they beat the best team in the league?
No, I'm just saying we're not finna act like this is what I'll be getting from people. Tyrese Halliburton clears LaMelo. Chris, is that not the narrative kind of going on in the basketball streets? Like just
I give you that.
Is that not kind of what it looks like?
I give you that.
And all I'm saying, Ray, player for player, LaMelo is just as good, if not better, than Tyrese Halliburton. And neither one of them have been winning. So it's like, what's the real reason we propping Halliburton over LaMelo? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right now, just
the funny thing is I never over LaMelo. All I said is Halliburton is winning right now and LaMelo ain't. So how is this even an argument on like what's the comparison going on right now? It's one thing if they was both winning, I'd be like, okay, yeah, they both doing their thing right now. One team has been getting slaughtered all year, and then you want to kill another team that's been getting slaughtered the last 2 games. That don't make sense to me.
We just have to agree to disagree. They got 3 more wins than the Hornets, man. It's like it be, I guess, bro.
Even if the Hornets win 3 more games, they still gonna be under 500. Like, what are we doing?
You ask, bro.
They gotta go on a 5-game win streak to be back at 500.
Chill, bro.
It is what I mean. You can say what you want, but you're not gonna act like just Indiana Pacers just blowing the Hornets out the water in terms of record because they're just so high up and LaMelo team just so far, bro. They separated by 3 games, man. You can say all that funny shit like you just said, but it is what it is. We do have to move on because we still got like 2 or 3 more topics I did.
So what tier? Who else is in the tier with Halliburton and LaMelo and who? Are they in the second tier for point guards?
They in the second tier, yes. They not in the tier with De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, Luka, Steph. I kind of don't know where to put Ja and Trey right now, but I don't know. But they both in that second tier, bro. People trying to put Tyrese Halliburton in their first tier. Yes. Tyrese Halliburton not a first tier point guard. Point guard is the toughest position. No. He not better. No, Fox in tier 1. Fox is the only one that graduated to tier 1.
Where y'all put Brunson at?
He's in tier 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not no tier 1.
Well, no.
And that's really all I'm trying to say, y'all. Tyrese Halliburton and LaMelo in the same damn tier. I just like LaMelo more.
Since you like bringing up what's his name? Mikal Bridges so much. You want to know somebody I heard you ain't been mentioning a lot lately? Since you've been mentioning Mikal Bridges so much.
Who?
What's been happening with your boy RJ? You didn't think I've been paying attention to RJ? Because I ain't said nothing.
He came back off that illness. I said this earlier.
Oh my God!
Anything. I just told you. I came on here and said RJ been sticking up these past 2 games because he came back from illness. Yeah.
What illness
he been faking it up though. It is what it is.
What was his illness he came back from?
I don't know. He was out. He was out a few games. They say he been sick.
They never said.
Okay, so we know you.
Leave me. I was checking. You know what I'm saying?
So we know one thing about RJ. He a sucker.
Damn.
Dude out there sitting out multiple games off of illness. You better been bedridden, man.
But
otherwise,
I did want to get to. I'll tell you, keep the same energy by the end of the year. RJ Barrett and I just see him RJ Barrett and Mikal Bridges.
RJ Barrett don't have the same responsibility as Mikal Bridges. You keep on saying they on the same tier. No, they not.
He got a more responsibility and still ain't doing too much more. Like, why you keep bringing that up?
When I got two guys ahead of me, that the team is dependent on, it's easy for me to have good games. But when the team is dependent on me solely, because Cam Thomas out right now, so when they depend on me solely, it's a whole different ball game. RJ Barrett has never had that pressure on him ever in the NBA. You ain't been
watching the Knicks. Lonnie Walker has been damn near playing better than Mikal Bridges.
He don't got the pressure on him. Their game playing around Mikal Bridges. I know Lonnie Walker who coming off the bench. And I like Lonnie Walker, but they are not game planning. Hey, man, what we going to do about Lonnie Walker?
You are talking about a dude that getting game plan for, and he's not producing up to that level. I don't care if he's getting game plan for. He's not producing up to that level. He's a third option that's upgraded to like a first, second option, but he's still playing like a second or third option. You act like he's exceeded expectations or something. He's doing exactly what everybody think he's going to do.
What is it?
Like, just stop it, bro.
He's shooting 50%. Right. Shooting 50% is playing all right.
They're the 10th seed in the East, man. They're not that good, bro.
But you said he's not performing like he's shooting terrible, like LaMelo or something.
Right. They're not winning. He's a 10th seed with a veteran team. If he was a star with those role players, he should be winning, bro. Am I right or am I wrong with those role players he got?
The first year he got in this role was just after the trade deadline, literally last year.
So when I talk about somebody that's losing, it's like, oh, but he ain't winning. But you get to big up people that's not winning that you like. That's basically what you're saying.
How am I bigging him up?
Chris, please. What are we doing here? What are we doing here with this Mikal Bridges nonsense? I don't get it, bro. Because I did have a question for y'all, bro. This dude talking about Mikal Bridges.
I don't really know what too much to say about Mikal. Like I was on the train for a little bit, but I'm kind of like, I should have.
Real nigga, man. Come on, bro.
I should have saved my money for my dark pass, man.
real talk. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Ray is gonna die on the hill that you ain't gotta die on. Look who he's in a comparison with RJ Barrett. Like, come on, man.
That's who you brought up.
Because that's how, bro. Chris, he's not getting my point. Mikal Bridges ain't that good. I'm comparing him to RJ Barrett, bro. And it's damn near a good comparison.
Like, I understand that Mikal Bridges ain't like, what we call it, RJ Barrett ain't asked to do what Mikal Bridges is. But it's like, at the same time, nigga, if you in that role, nigga, you got to do your job. And it's just like, God damn, you just ain't been doing it too well for me, man.
Thank you, bro.
They don't even got a well-structured team in Brooklyn, to be honest. Like,
oh my,
I get Ray. I get you.
They don't have an actual point. They don't have a real point guard. They don't have a real big. Those two things were needed.
But as somebody that was with you, I'm just. I can take all of that shit into consideration and put it in the context. But at the end of the day, we got to take it for what it is. Man,
I'm just saying.
Like, maybe if he had another dependable player, yeah, maybe he could, but it's like, I mean, I get it. I get it. But it's like, for what he's asked to do, he just ain't doing it, man. At the end of the day, we just got to go ahead and take it for what it is. Look, I'll be the first one ready to talk some shit in the goddamn chat. That nigga Mikal Bridges ain't been giving me shit to talk
about. Bro, real talk. But I did want to ask y'all this before we move on. As we move on. Why is Chet more hyped than Paolo?
Who?
Chet Holmgren.
And Paolo who?
Come on, bro.
No, fuck.
Cause this. Oh, but this is why I asked this, bro. Bro, y'all know I watch high school and college basketball. Paolo been killing Chet since they was kids, bro. Head to head, team success, all that. Paolo, when he was at Duke, they played Gonzaga. Bro, Paolo was giving Chet the business so bad. That boy Paolo cramped up. I think he gave him like 29. He was killing that boy. Duke went to the Final Four. Paolo was the number one option on Duke. Chet Holmgren was on Gonzaga. He was like the third option on Gonzaga. They lost in the Sweet 16.
So I'm real quick, just in case I missed. Did they just play one another?
No, I'm saying this because I've been hearing a lot of Chet praise when I never heard no Paolo praise. People wasn't even convinced Paolo should have been the number one pick.
Okay, how about this? What position does Paolo play?
Power forward.
What did you just say was the weakest position in basketball?
Power forward.
There you go. What does Chet play?
Should be power forward, but center.
But we talk about centers.
But it's like he's DJ, not a winning center, though.
Look, DJ, I'm sorry. I've told you. Ain't nobody talking about too many niggas that's playing on League Pass. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. The only reason why Chet is you know what? You want to know why Chet getting talked about so much? He's going against Wemby for Rookie of the Year, even though he's technically in his second year. That's why Chet is getting talked about. Why do you think they got showcased when they was playing each other and they both scored what? 9, 10 points? They both played trash. We talk about centers. The center is a position that the center is a position that's valued now just because it's not the same old centers that just used to stay down on the block, defend the rim, and be able to score at the basket. They want these niggas to shoot threes, be able to move, have a lateral movement left to right, doing all this shit. That's what they want now. You don't see too many just, dominant centers with size that could do all that outside of Jokic. Like Embiid, like when you talk about just dominance as far as like somebody you just worried about his power, what he can do in the paint, he could be that on any given night. You know what I mean? But outside of him, they want these centers to be able to score a little bit in the paint, have a decent percentage from three, be able to rebound, give me a couple assists. The center position is evolving. That's why we talking about these niggas. And the fact that Chet just so happened to get hurt last year and his rookie campaign is starting when the most talked about player that niggas is saying since arguably LeBron James is a center, we're going to talk about that nigga. And on top of that, if we just keep it a buck, before I say what I say, let me just make sure I get these numbers right in front of me.
I just feel like that's the problem, though, Chris. Paolo Banchero, Paolo Banchero is average 20.
But you know what? I can't even say that. But, the Thunder just got a lot of hype. The Thunder got a lot of hype around them because of SGA. Unfortunately, it's pretty much just Paolo and everybody else.
But this my thing, though. Since when do we not hype number one overall picks that average 20 points per game? They rookie season. Ray, you know this, bro. When has a 20-point per game rookie not been hyped?
He was hyped last year. They was putting him on the same scale as on LeBron and KD. Are we forgetting that?
No, but I'm saying like his buzz. They had to give him that because that's what he earned in terms of just like his accolades.
I will say Paolo.
Because it's the magic, bro.
Paolo is one of the first number one seeds that was actually good. That buzz grew out throughout the year versus already having that buzz when he first stepped on the court. I will say he's one of the first I've seen to that magnitude. It's one of those things where he was, like you say though, like,
and go back and look at that draft.
Yeah, it wasn't that great, but
go look at that draft. Like, just
but I'm go saying, look. This is what I'm saying.
No, I feel you, but
Zion,
like, bro, you
Blake Griffin,
you
LeBron.
already know that. You already know that this when it comes to the NBA, bro, like you already know that with this shit got to look cute, bro. The shit in the NBA got to look cute. And I'm finna go right now and just pull up that draft
Shit
for
ain't,
Paolo.
bro.
Hold
bro,
on.
the Chet was in that draft.
Chet is tall.
Paolo 6'10", move like a goddamn wing.
Chet is tall,
Bro.
Like
it's either I
Paolo
don't
is
know
just
what it is, bro.
Paolo is not that.
He's better than Chet, and they talking about like
I'm
it's
not
Chet.
saying he's
It
not.
should be Paolo and Wemby. Because man, I don't know. I'm just talking about buzz. Period. I get the position and all that, and the Magic are winning. Like Paolo was like top 10 and adding wins from his rookie year. From when he got drafted to his rookie year, they actually got way better when as soon as he showed up to Orlando, they won 12 more games than they did the season before. I think they was listing off like other number one picks that did that issue, like Shaq, Alonzo Mourning. He was on them type of list. 20 point per game scores like Blake Griffin, Zion, LeBron. That's it. Them the only people that since LeBron came into the league, the only number one picks that averaged 20 points was Zion, Blake Griffin, and Paolo Banchero. Like he's not getting the buzz he deserves. Right now, they like a top 6 seed in the East. I think they like the 4th seed or something like that.
But you know what though? The only reason why I kind of feel like he ain't getting that buzz because like the last power forward that I can just say that we hyped up like that was Zion. I don't really know any other power like the power forward, like you said, is probably a diminishing position. Even though Paolo is probably like that type of build of power forward that you would want on your team, but then on top of that, Paolo ain't like. This shit now is all based on buzz, bro. And if I'm just talking about just the buzz that I heard, like even when in his draft, bro, I heard a lot more about Chet than I heard about Paolo, bro.
That's
I heard. Like just coming into the. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I definitely feel like Paolo is a better fit for the Magic than what Chet would have been. In the long run, I feel like Chet is a way better fit in OKC. Than say if the roles would have reversed and the Magic took Chet number 1 overall and the Thunder took Paolo number 2 overall. I'm not gonna say that Paolo wouldn't have fit, but I just feel like it would have been a lot of button heads because I feel like him and Shea.
Paolo's a great passer, Chris. You put Paolo on OKC, they legit.
That's what I was about to say. That's the only thing that would have separated them. But him and Shea damn near do the same exact thing. They are better. Inside the 3-point line.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Paolo was a much better fit in Orlando. And as far as like what the Thunder need, Chet is as far as a center, he's a much better fit with Shea because Chet can also spread the floor. Paolo's not that good of a 3-point shooter yet to where if you have a SGA who's already established, like, look, this is the dude we're going to run plays for that's going to be cutting to the basket. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be looking for people that can spread the floor.
Damn near on 6 a game. Man. He been shooting. I was waiting for you to say that he got a flamethrower this year.
Okay, this year, and that's okay. I'm not knocking him for
that. He's always been a solid shooter. He's not a better shooter than Chet, but I'm just saying. Yeah, you just would rather have Paolo than Chet in any situation, in my opinion. Me personally, outside of just because Chet is just too small, bro. That shit cute in OKC right now until you play a Minnesota, until you play a Denver. I'm saying if you put Paolo in that situation, Paolo, he can play on or off ball, and he's actually big enough to battle. Chet is got babied by Jokic, man. Let's just keep it above. He gonna get babied by Cat. I don't know. But Chet is kind of, I don't know, bro. I just think Chet getting way more buzz than Paolo, and I just don't like it, bro. Because I agree with y'all. He ain't that, but it's, bro. I don't know, man. That boy Paolo got a little bit of Blake. He got a little bit of Melo. I don't know, y'all, bro. I just don't like it, bro. And they're actually winning, right? So I know you like that.
Yeah, Magic is actually a surprise team so far.
And people was trying to say I thought Franz was better than Paolo just right now, but that's not even a question at this point. That boy Franz.
Everybody have crackhead takes at times. That was your crackhead take at the time.
No, I knew Paolo was gonna be better, but I thought Franz was gonna be better this year. And Paolo, like, man, nah, hell no. That boy been shooting damn near 40% from three. He get to the free throw line. People hype. Oh, well, this my thing, right? People hype Cade up. Is that am I right with that?
Yeah,
He
he had a car full in the first like 3 games.
Cade had a bigger buzz than Paolo. People was talking about Cade doing what he did in the summer to the scrimmage game. That shit was all everywhere. Oh, Cade finna take over, bro. Cade got a bigger buzz than Paolo. I just don't like it, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Look.
Andrew Wiggins had a bigger buzz than Paolo.
I'm not gonna act like I'm one of the people that just keep up with college ball, but I follow, enough niggas on goddamn Twitter to know who these big names are coming out of college. Mm-hmm. I seen Kane. I'm like, what is he getting gassed up for?
He was 25-5.
What was he really?
Yeah, bro, he was hype, bro. It was all hype, bro. Paolo led. That's why I don't get who delegates the buzz, who to give it to and who not to give it to. Paolo 20 point per game guy off the gate. At Duke, Coach K last year in college, he was the best player on Duke, led them to a Final Four. They was in a Final Four Paolo's freshman year. Like it be stuff like that to where his resume up there, his individual play up there. I wish he had more hype, bro. That's just me just appreciating his actual game. Like, I don't know, bro. And his impact on winning. Like, I don't know, fam. That's really all I had about that. I did want to get to this question too, y'all. I'm gonna change it up. I gotta change it. Because I gotta put it, because I didn't think I was gonna do this but at this point I got to. I'm sorry, Ray. I had to change it up. But this is a question. I want to start with Ray, man. Are we worried about Giannis and LeBron having to carry too much?
Oh, that's funny. Well, shit, right? He said he gonna start with you, so he can go off with you.
Did he leave?
No, he's still in there.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
that boy LeBron he's having too much on his plate.
LeBron at the age he had, yeah, but for Giannis, I mean, he's still in his prime. I mean,
but this is my thing though, right? With the Giannis,
I understand.
If Giannis was gonna have to carry this much, you might as well kept Drew for the defense.
Oh my god! I'm gonna let you finish.
So we're gonna act like Dame ain't won no
games. Go
ahead,
Ray. That's all I'm saying. Bruh, he's won games that they should have had bigger leads in because they can't stop a nosebleed in that backcourt. They've only been having close games because the backcourt defense for the Bucks is terrible. So yes, win the games that you damn near cost us.
So Philly not a contending team?
No, that was a good win. That was a good win.
Didn't Giannis get ejected in a game?
He did his.
So I'm saying, you saying they it's all about
against Detroit. You bring up the Detroit game. That's what you're doing, bro. Marcus Sasser went for like 26. Do you know who Marcus Sasser is?
I wonder if he relates to Gerald Sasser.
I think he is.
That's a Dallas legend right there.
Yeah, He went to Marcus Sasser went to Houston. I know who Marcus Sasser, but I'm just saying, right? NBA wise, we don't know who no damn Marcus Sasser is, bro. And he got off against that backcourt, bro. Dame had to say today because he put the day in danger. Getting cooked like he's been getting cooked this year, bro. And it's
Hey
just
man,
like,
Dame came to Milwaukee with a target on his back, so it don't matter if the game really his fault or not. If Dame not playing how we expect Dame to play, we're gonna automatically fault him, regardless of if they playing great defensively or not. And that's just
no,
what it
but
is.
this what I'm saying, right? Not only is he not producing offensively, but we know he's terrible defensively. I didn't expect him to be terrible offensively like he is. Like he has saved today a couple times, but he ain't been consistent offensively. So it's like, why you could have kept Drew and kept the defense if Giannis was gonna be carrying like this. That's all I'm saying. And it's just like, that's fair. I feel like that's fair to say. You could have kept Drew.
Well, so what was the original question again?
Are you worried about Giannis and LeBron having to carry this much? I just started with Giannis just because it's like you gave up kind of.
Yeah.
You.
So the only reason why, so if let me put it like this: if I'm talking regular season, I'm worried more about LeBron. If we talk playoffs, I'm worried more about Giannis, and this is why. When we look at how Giannis won that championship, it was mainly predicated on the fact that he was not, given the task to have to be the best defender guarding the best player. They went and got Drew Holiday, and they had PJ Tucker. And at the time, you can say what you want to about PJ Tucker right now. PJ Tucker, that may have been his last stint of actually being able to do something on defense the year they won that chip. But you had two players in front of you, in PJ and Drew, that can go defend the best player. Mm-hmm. Now, if we just go off of last year to this year, like, I don't really have a problem with Giannis as far as carrying the load, but I do feel like they thought that they can get rid of Drew in the defense because they felt like Dame was going to step up in crunch time. But
and that's fair.
But again, I feel like that's only going to work in the playoffs. I mean, in the regular season, because playoff time, I just don't think if it comes down to a 7-game series that if you go against any team in the East that has a formidable backcourt that can score and at least hold Dame to one of them, because look, we're gonna expect to have Dame to have one of the bad shooting nights. He's known for that. Like he can't stay consistent every single night, and we know that. And he's not good enough defensively to compensate for how bad he may play on the offensive side of the ball. So he's gonna have those nights where he's just bad, and like you said, Giannis has had to carry. I just feel like it's gonna bite them in the ass more in the playoffs. It may not bite them so much against whoever they got to face in the first round or whatever, but them second and third rounds, I think is going to kill them. Because let's just say, realistically, where are they sitting right now, just as far as like just standings?
I think they third in the East as it stands right now.
They're on a 5-game win streak too.
Yeah, they're on a 5-game win streak. They third in the East right now.
So who is 6?
Oh, the Pacers.
Like I said, first round they knocked them out.
Pacers done took that lead.
So let's just assume that everybody in the top 4 pretty much makes it. They would then have to play the number 2 seed. Who's number 2 seed?
Philly.
Oh yeah, Philly working on. They beat Philly already, but
come on now.
I think Philly take that, bro.
Philly right now, I think, can beat that team in a 7-game series. I know they just beat them.
Me too.
But a 7-game
he can actually
series,
guard Giannis. Embiid.
Embiid can actually guard Giannis, and Brook Lopez ain't looking all that hot right
now. I'm glad somebody said it.
So, come on, bro. What are we really talking about? Right now, Milwaukee looks like a second-round exit unless they figure out that defense, bro, because They was like, oh, we gonna go like, and that's the thing. Like, what's this? 2023. The Bucks just won the damn chip. What, 2 years ago?
Yeah, they shouldn't have blew it up. They shouldn't have blew it up, bro.
They shouldn't have blew it up. They blew it up for no reason.
I
Like,
told Ray.
when do we?
Ray, this pushed the needle for Ray. Ray thought this was just.
When are
amazing.
we
I
gonna?
said,
But I'm just like, bro. When can we just accept the fact that sometimes when it comes to these games, like these series that is lost, can we just not admit that some niggas was hurt?
bro,
Are we gonna
act?
are we gonna act like a major thing here is that Chris Middleton ain't his same self no more? When we gonna start talking about that? We
But
keep
they
talking
were
about
winning
our
without,
game.
bro. They were winning without
the number
Chris
one seed
Middleton.
without him.
That's what I'm saying. They was the number one seed without him, and I was pushing. Damn, I really wish they would have found a way to put Chris Middleton in that trade rather than Drew Holiday.
But DJ, let's be honest. When did we really start seeing the Bucks? When did we really start seeing the downfall of the Bucks? When Chris Middleton got hurt and came back and was never himself no more.
But Ray,
when
all I'm saying is, if we go back and look,
Chris Middleton was a legit 2 option.
But Ray, let's just go back. Let's exclude the Chris Middleton. Let's just go back and look at last year's playoff series and just be honest with us. Do you really think if the Bucks are fully healthy that the Heat still beat that team?
Nope. I don't.
You know what? Not even without Chris Middleton, he ain't even got to be there. Do you think that they would be able to beat that team if everybody else is fully healthy?
That was the most capped series we done had. That series was so capped. But
you were like that. You had like that same Heat. You had like that same Heat that make it to the finals.
But
that's what I'm saying. Those teams they beat weren't better than
that's what
Milwaukee,
I'm saying.
bro.
Do you think?
So you think
that
you think Milwaukee without Chris Middleton would have beat Boston?
I'm not talking. I'm talking about Miami.
I think so.
Crackhead take.
But you ain't answering my question about Miami though. You ran around that question.
I'm saying, how we gonna take away what Miami?
They almost beat Boston before without Middleton. We forgetting that? You talking about that's a crackhead take? You like Giannis didn't already almost do that.
Almost doing something and actually doing it is 2 totally different things.
If he could do it, why the Milwaukee Bucks couldn't stay healthy? You think that
Jimmy Butler was playing on another level on the Bucks?
Man,
and you think that he's still gonna be able to beat? You think he still beats them if Giannis ever stay healthy that series?
I mean, when he got back, they still was doing it,
bro. That's what we call front runners. They was playing from ahead, bro. But it is what it is, man. It is. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one because I feel like that Bucks series was capped.
Y'all going over personal feelings over what happened, man.
It's not personal feelings. I asked a simple question.
Chris, you ain't gonna win with that question because he just gonna say, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen though.
All I said was, if you think, like, just you personally, do you feel that Miami would have beat the Bucks had Giannis been able to stay healthy that entire series?
He not gonna admit to it because he don't have to.
So hold on. So this what we're gonna keep into effect because if Giannis comes back, we still gonna talk about how terrible Drew Holiday played. We still gonna talk about how non-existent Chris Middleton was. So yes, I do think that he was still gonna win that series.
No, I'm talking about even if Chris Middleton not even there. I still feel like if you had Giannis and Drew, that would have been enough to beat Miami.
Fully healthy.
Are we forgetting what Drew Holiday did in that series?
He stunk it up, man.
Giannis.
Are we forgetting what Drew Holiday has done since DJ pointed out, playoff wise, with the Bucks?
Yeah.
It's terrible. He's not a playoff guy. Y'all keep on hyping up this dude. He's never been known to be a playoff guy. He was getting cooked. This
was the first time he got cooked in the playoffs like that, though. We're not gonna do that.
Because it's the first time he had to face Jimmy Butler. It ain't gonna be the last time he face him again.
Okay. We gotta get to the we gotta get to the LeBron side of this. We're gonna have to agree to disagree, bro. So is LeBron having to carry too much?
Yep.
And I'm gonna ask Ray because you the Lakers fan. I caught a few of these Lakers games, but how much just what is you seeing from Austin Reeves and Anthony Davis? Because I'm so disappointed in Anthony Davis. Embiid, I apologize. Anthony Davis is not better than you. I'm wearing that. That boy is a bum. He's a second option to a 38-year-old.
Damn.
But go ahead, Ray.
It dang, boy, try to tackle him, but no, everything you said really, it ain't. And the one thing I hate about AD is when he played bad and he just came back from an injury. The reporter don't even bring up the injury. He'll be like, "I can't blame it on the injury. You know, I got to go out there." Nobody brought that up, sir. We didn't even know we didn't even know you was still harboring on that injury. You've been back 5 games now. What are you still talking about the injury for? But the thing is, I don't like is he have an 11-point game and go back out the next and have 30 points. What changed that fast?
Mm-hmm. He just
Have back-to-back bad games. I'm like, what changed that much? That you can't do this all the time.
have
And
you
in some
changed
games,
what their ceiling is? What you feel like their ceiling is?
they ceiling change every time I see a different AD.
I mean, bro, it's kind of crazy.
When I see AD go out there and get 30 points, 3+ blocks, 12+ rebounds, I'm like, oh, if AD show up like that, I don't care what the rest of the team do, because the rest of the people don't. What AD don't realize is they team go to a whole nother level when he show out like that. When Bron show out, it's kind of like, okay, it's expected. But when AD show up, the Lakers is a whole different animal.
Yeah, it's true.
But
Go ahead, Chris.
man,
What you were saying?
Man, I know a lot of people are talking about putting AD on the chopping block, which, I mean, I don't know if I 100% agree with, because he's still. This is what I would say. I think we might have to go ahead and just have that honest conversation about AD. For one, the Lakers overpaid him. This new contract extension they gave him, they overpaid him. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way. So I'm just kind of looking at this in the sense that they stuck with him. I don't know if you're gonna have to get rid of D'Lo, get rid of goddamn me Austin Reeves, or damn near both of them.
D'Lo. How about this, y'all? D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and probably a pick or two, and bring in Zach LaVine. Give AD less pressure offensively.
No, I think that's too much for Zach. Two of the three.
These
two
niggas
two
ain't
of
doing
the three.
shit, bro. Give them niggas up. All three of them.
Go look at but Zach LaVine numbers ain't really just crazy like that either. And he's had disappointing games. No, he has had disappointing games too. That's why I feel like he's not worth 3 players. I'm talking about a consistent at the minimum, consistent 20 point, not a 13 or 11 point game here or there. A consistent,
but that's just this year.
Game score.
No, I think Zach LaVine just don't care this year. Zach LaVine has damn near been 40, 50, 90 for damn near 3 years in a row. He'd be hovering around 24, 25 points. I just think he don't care this year.
If you bring that Zach LaVine, then yeah, I'm with it. But it's just based off, and nigga, you already know that's how them trades go. They gonna look at what this nigga done lately, as far as like what they really give up. So that's why I'm like, if you give 2 of them 3 players up, then they'll probably do it. I don't think the Lakers are gonna give up 3.
See, Lakers always trying to steal some shit. Ray, would you bring in Zach LaVine for those 3, bro?
That's the Lakers though.
You said Reeves, D'Lo, and Hachimura?
Yes, for Zach LaVine. As a Laker fan, would you do that?
Only problem with that is who our point guard gonna be. Because we ain't.
LeBron
What happened to Gabe Vincent?
And Gabe Vincent. Force them niggas to play.
Man, somebody pointed this out the other day. And I said, yeah, I've noticed that throughout his career. I used to always say LeBron is terrible at making his teammates better, but one thing I just started to realize is a lot of people not built for that. A lot of people not. Hey, like Jared Allen said, the lights were even too bright for me. A lot of players are not ready for when you play with certain players, like LeBron is an all-time great. He's literally being debated why he's still playing as the greatest player ever. A lot of people can't stand on that pressure. Like, oh man, I got to make sure I play right because I know he gonna bring it just about every game. So I gotta be up to par in my role. When my
Yeah.
number's called, I gotta be ready. Gabe, this dude been hurt for I don't know how long. I don't even know what his injury is. Vanderbilt, where is he at? He over there he come out there every night fashion show. I said, oh, so you got time you trying to look cool like it ain't no red carpet out here. This dude coming out trying to look cool. I'm like, man, get out of here, man. Y'all in LA for the wrong reasons.
But so you
Like,
wouldn't give up them
hey,
three for Zach
man.
LaVine though, right? And then because you would still have Vincent, you would still have Vanderbilt. Hopefully they could just show back up. But give me
So you said
I
just
don't
put
know.
LeBron as the point guard?
Bro, come on, bro. It's like who would you rather have the basketball? Let's just keep it a buck at this point. At this point, LeBron's still a best option to have the ball in his hands.
But in that, bro, like I would try to see if they couldn't at least just get that off with just doing Rui and D'Lo, because I feel like Austin Reeves would take a little bit of a load off LeBron. Like, everybody be like, yeah, LeBron trusts him to do this, and this. Like, well, if that's true, I feel like, yeah, if you want to kick them other two niggas to the curb, then yeah, do that. But I just feel like,
Zach could handle the ball. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm not sleeping on that, but it's just like when we just talk about like Gabe Vincent and whoever the hell else Ray just said. I ain't heard that nigga name in so long. I forgot that nigga was on the team. I forgot that nigga was still on the team. But it's just one of them things, bro, where it's like at least I can keep somebody here that I know can at least handle the point guard position for a little bit of time. Now, I'm not saying that, of course, when it comes to crunch time, LeBron's not going to take that over. He always does. We expect him to. But if he ain't got to, and for LeBron to sit down, because, with this little, they trying to put him on minutes restriction and stuff like that, hey, now, and, as far as the Zach LaVine thing, like, yeah, he can go get his own bucket. Oh, shit.
It just my thing. And this is why I was
DJ ain't said nothing else about Halliburton, though.
Yeah, you see that shit too,
bro. But I'm gonna say this. I just feel like Zach LaVine, he will be wonders for AD and LeBron, and he just will be perfect for them. Because at this point, we done seen Reeves. He just ain't stepped up to the plate. D'Lo is what he is, and Rui is what he is. Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine is going to be more of a help for that nigga AD because Zach LaVine damn near be some deodorant when that nigga start to stink, bro. Because I'm sorry, like just like Ray said, like why is it that some nights you like? What was we just talking about the other week when they played Sacramento? You killed me about talking about Sabonis. You would not let me live it down. I told you, third team All NBA. Third best center in the league, and he just went out there and cooked that nigga.
Did you not hear what I said when I first brought up the Lakers? I apologize to Embiid. I can't stand Embiid.
So apologize to Sabonis.
He couldn't do nothing when Fox was out. Let's just keep it a bean.
Man, that nigga killed everybody trying to put AD. That nigga, you ask anybody in the league right now, they putting AD above that nigga Sabonis. And that nigga Sabonis made that nigga look like his child.
No, but I feel that, but AD is still better than Sabonis. But everything AD does wrong at the wrong time, give me AD.
I tell you what, though.
10 and a half days out of a 7-day week.
Man, guess what? I don't care what nobody say. Sometimes motherfuckers gonna take consistency more than just the talent. I don't give a damn how talented you are if you can't give me that shit every night.
Okay, I feel that, Chris. I ain't gonna cap. I feel that. But Sabonis is a cone defensively, and it's a layup line.
Well, guess what? That shit is consistent, but guess what? What he do on the offensive side, he can be consistent unless he just want to torch AD on the offensive side of the ball every now and then.
But what have I been telling y'all since last year's playoffs played out? AD is a defensive anchor. He's a special defensive talent and a third option on offense. He can't be your number one. He can't be your number two, really. So give him a a guy like Zach LaVine, who's pure buckets, on off ball scorer, that can be next to LeBron, and so LeBron won't have to do all that scoring and let
He
AD
averaging
do
less
what
points than
AD.
80. You saying Levine will flourish
You
more?
said what, right?
I'm saying AD averaging
You said
more
what?
than Levine. AD
Yes.
averaging more than Levine.
I think Levine don't care about Chicago. Did you not see him just leave yesterday? He's
He
so
talking about
sick
he
of
yanked. He talking
Chicago.
about he yanked him away from
Yes,
that
bro.
woman trying to
He's so sick of
that reporter
Chicago.
trying to stop him.
Because this my thing. This is the thing with Levine. Y'all know how the NBA players get when they don't want to be somewhere no more. And then Levine was the only bright spot over there. DeRozan still think he's better than what he is, and Vucevic is just
He a disappointment.
you like, come on now. And it's just like, bro, Levine he done with Chicago. But we seen Zach Levine get
I really think all three of them is done with the
the
whole.
game on
With
40, 50. The only reason why he ain't 40, 50, 90 is because his free throw percentage be like 85%. But I didn't want to hit y'all with this before we get off. So two surprise. Well, I ain't gonna say surprise. We thought 76ers will take a step back, and people wasn't expecting Timberwolves to be number one in the West. They play tomorrow, Wednesday, and I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on this game before we get off and what it means, and just y'all general thoughts about these two teams. So I'm gonna start with
You
Chris
said the Sixers
because you
and the
Anthony
Wolves
Edwards
playing
guy.
tomorrow. You say the Sixers and the Wolves playing
What
tomorrow?
you think about the matchup? Yeah.
I really think this matchup will come down to Cat, man. That's just me personally. Cat is one of them players. I ain't gonna say he like an AD type as far as like how when he have his off nights, it affect the team more. But the only thing that kills me about Cat is matchups sometimes. Now I know that you got Rudy there, but me personally, this is more of a Cat versus Joel type of matchup. Like I feel like Ant gonna do his thing, Maxie gonna do his thing, but it's just one of these matches where like, all right, Cat, is you and Embiid, what you finna do?
Well, I see. I feel you on that, but I feel like is Cat and Rudy Gobert versus just defensive wise. Like
I finna say yeah,
he
because on
kind
the
of getting
defensive
jumped.
side,
Embiid kind of getting jumped.
Gobert that's gonna be Gobert assignment, but on offense, that's gonna be Cat assignment. And Cat also ain't got to worry about getting choked by Ben Simmons.
Oh shit! But no, but at the same time, but at the end of the day, I think it's gonna come
I get what you're saying.
That's one. Yeah, that's one aspect of it. But just like how you said, it's probably gonna be like Embiid versus them two niggas. I really feel like the backcourt gonna be the difference. Like who Ed and Maxie, let me see how y'all is. That's gonna be the head up match I really want to see.
Okay. I think a lot of people finna be surprised by what Maxie do to that boy. No, I love Anthony Edwards. Look, man,
I just feel I'm ready to see it because look, Ant got
Maxie.
that dog in him, and I know this is like the coming out party of Maxie. We've been waiting to see it. He finally got the full green light, and I'm loving what I've been seeing. These are the type of matchups where that shit matter. This is what I want to see. I want to see you go against another top player in your position. This is why I love the NBA. Top wide receivers can't go against other top wide receivers in the NFL. Top running backs can't go against other top running backs. Nigga, you could be a top shooting guard and you got to go against up against another top shooting guard. Let's see who the fuck gonna fold first. Because you already know how them two niggas coming. You already know how both of them niggas coming. That nigga Maxie got the green light. Hell, my nigga Ant got it last year whenever Cat went out. So it's whatever now. Say, man, we done seen when I seen what Ant did to Golden State them past 2 times they played. I tried to tell y'all niggas.
Golden State trash though. But Ray, what sticks
Yeah,
out to you
but
about
I'm
this
just talking
matchup?
about like, yeah, they trash.
Patrick
But I'm
Beverly is
no,
hilarious.
they trash. But I'm just like, bro, like, look, bro. Draymond was talking all that. Did Pat just get turned up over that flow?
That boy is hilarious. That boy
Hey,
wasn't even
I see why
confident.
that nigga Ray was like, nah, that nigga Pat just hit this little basic ass floater. That nigga got turned the fuck up off that hoe, boy.
Man used to scoring.
That nigga ready to swing
In
like Vince
crucial
Carter
moments,
did.
too.
He's like, hey, yeah, nigga, yeah. But yeah, bro,
Y'all be
like
so and see, motherfuckers be so fake. It's cool when Dylan Brooks do it, but Patrick Beverly is a damn near bigger nuisance and less productive than Dylan Brooks.
man, look. Only reason why niggas be talking about that nigga Dylan Brooks is because of certain niggas he be going at. But I
Nah,
guess it's
really,
because
people really start going on Dylan Brooks after what's it called? He got humbled in the playoffs,
yeah,
and
I was about
he
to
didn't keep
say
that same energy when they started losing. It's like, bro, you gotta if that's what you want to be, you gotta be there all the time.
that's
You
one
can't
thing I
depend when
can't
you
say.
winning.
Pat Bev gonna keep that same energy. Pat Bev gonna keep that same energy. But at the same time, shit, Pat don't get no pass either. Once he did all that
I
crime for
mean,
making a
that's
playing
crazy.
game.
That is still the craziest moment in recent history. I'm like, bro, this dude really just bust out into tears.
Full tears, goddamn snot dripping down his lip.
So, bro, this is random, and we gonna get back. We gonna our predictions, but Pascal Siakam is trash, bro. Pascal Siakam has been the worst previous All NBA performer I've seen. He's been worse than Julius Randle.
Hold
Real
on,
high
hold on,
C.
hold on, hold on. Now,
Whoa, they
question:
probably tied.
Are we allowed to put him in the same category of what you just said about Zach LaVine?
No.
Toronto is not going nowhere, bro.
Pascal Siakam is still the number one option. He's not getting over 20 points, bro. He was a 25-point per game scorer last year. Bro,
So
Pascal
what is he
Siakam,
right
bro,
now?
19 points. Bro, a 25-point per game guy to go to 19 points? No, hell no. That is disgusting.
I mean, bro, so you can say that Zach
And what is
LaVine don't
shooting
give a
numbers?
damn, but as long as he's scoring over 20, it's okay. But if somebody else don't give a damn, but he at 19, then it's a problem. Like
bro,
some
Zach
people
LaVine
just
is at 21, and bro,
man, look, I'm not finna sit here and compare how niggas don't give a damn. You don't give a damn, but you don't give a damn.
I just think Pascal Siakam
Like,
just
bro,
fell out.
man, at the end of the day, bro, do you not like? Yes, sometimes niggas may need to treat how they trying to, pretty much say I'm trying to get traded without saying I'm trying to get traded differently. But man, I'm not finna sit here and not, give him a pass and we gonna give this nigga Zach LaVine a pass. Both of them teams ain't going no goddamn where. Now maybe Zach is doing a little more to try to get his trade value up. But man, ain't nobody trying to do nothing in Toronto right now, man.
But Zach LaVine, was Zach LaVine even in a tier with Siakam? Siakam was the top 3 player in his position.
That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. In a sorry position.
Just how you're saying, he don't give a damn, bro. And maybe some niggas don't give a damn the same way. But at the end of the day, not giving a damn is not giving a damn.
And boy just had
He don't give a damn. Toronto and Chicago ain't going nowhere, man. Nigga, we done seen James Harden putting on fat suits. I'm not finna sit here and just kill this nigga for not. Nah. Say, man, sometimes it is what it is. Toronto ain't finna do nothing no time soon. Toronto try to hold on to every little bit of talent that they can. And who's the only one that you make that you would say looks like they still give a shit and just try to play that can get traded tomorrow and they gonna get calls? OG,
Scotty.
Do any of them niggas got a chip?
I think that's what makes it worse. We just seen Siakam fold in the play-in last year, and now he's following it up with this. He wants to be a number one option. He want to be looked at as the guy, but he ain't did the guy stuff. He's trash. I'm over Siakam. This dude, he just trash, bro. And At least I done seen Zach LaVine go for 50. He's trying his hardest to will his team to a goddamn big. He at least showed me some heart. Siakam don't even show me no heart. He ain't showed me no heart at all this year. At least Zach LaVine is getting mad because they're losing. At least Zach LaVine is trying to go out on his goddamn shield. Like that. That's why you say you can't compare. I can compare it just because, bro, this nigga Siakam just ain't showing no heart in no game I don't watch them play in. Just me keeping it a buck. Scotty Barnes is not as offensively talented as Pascal Siakam, but Scotty Barnes is doing his damnedest, and he's not good offensively. And he been leading them in scoring, and that's just unacceptable because we know what type of player Scotty Barnes is.
Give a damn the same.
But I'm saying I literally seen Zach LaVine in a play-in game score like 15 straight points to get his team back in the game. I done seen him go for 50, still trying to win the game. I done seen him get mad at the reporters, like Ray was saying, because they suck. He's mad that they suck. Siakam he just don't give a damn about nothing. He don't even care they suck. He don't care he ain't getting his numbers. He don't care at all. Zach LaVine, it's a different level.
I mean, because I really think though, I think
16
this
points.
is just one of those things. Like,
this is a big game.
I do feel like that. I mean, as of right now, I feel like Pascal Siakam does feel like he should have been traded a long time ago. So I at this point, I just kind of feel like he's doing that type of don't give a damn to where he's forcing their hand, which is one that we don't agree with. Like, say, man, you still there, you still getting paid, at least try. But everybody treat that shit different. Zach, on the other hand, he's one of them, like, he's too passionate. Like, even if he end up, stinking it up at the end of the day, he's still going to try to do everything he can. That's just not the way that Pascal Siakam was built. I mean, we see that he got most improved player when Kawhi got there, and he was able to ride that train, a little bit afterwards and make an all-star team, the year after Kawhi left, just because he was riding on that high train, on that high horse. But after that, bro, like what does he have to play for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people try to put Pascal Siakam in a position that he's not. He was never, one of those number one options that was going to get you to the promised land. But that just so happened where he got put in, after Kawhi left. And it's like, at this point, I think he knows what he is. He tried to get traded a long time ago to be a piece of a winning team. But for whatever reason, Toronto was holding on to all of these niggas because they know that nobody wants to come to fucking Toronto. Which is why, me personally, I feel like they need to move the team all together. Move them niggas back to America, man. Don't nobody want to be out there. As much as y'all be trying to get niggas to like love y'all for who y'all are, and this ain't nothing against Canada, but nobody's trying to go out there, man. The only nigga that y'all got that really just embraced y'all like that was DeMar DeRozan, and they kicked that nigga to the curb.
And they did him dirty,
and they kicked that nigga to the curb, man. So that's why I'm just like, I don't mind the NBA trying to go international. As far as things like that. But it's like, look, we seen the Grizzlies have to move from Vancouver to come to America. It might just be time to go ahead and just, everybody keep talking about trying to move the teams back to Seattle. Maybe Toronto just needs to go to Seattle, man.
I think
nobody wants to go there.
But I think it's gonna take one of their own to go there, like a Jamal Murray or SGA or a guy like that to just eventually go there. But I see what you're saying as it stands right now. But I still think Toronto is a good basketball city, bro. Them people in Canada, especially in Toronto, they love the Raptors.
And it is, bro. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like when you look like the only players.
They got to rebuild.
How long are we gonna wait? Like, nigga, the only.
They just won a championship like 4-5 years ago.
I get that. I was going to say before that, the only two niggas that we can even talk about that was from there was Vince and Chris Bosh.
But I mean, with that too, though,
Chris Bosh was going off, but they were still losing.
How long has Toronto been around for them to have a championship? They damn near Dallas was around for a long ass time for we got a championship, and that was like nigga was a Lakers fan. Motherfucker was so regular. So it's like Toronto in a short time frame, they got them a championship. It ain't like they incompetent as an organization. They just need to hit reset. They thought they could keep some of the guys like the Van Vliet, like the Siakams, and they thought that they could just maybe
they did. Did they draft Vince?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm saying. It took them having to go trade for a player for them to finally get that chip. They were
But
never able to get it. They were never able to get it done with nobody they brought in. Because that I wanted to make sure I wasn't wrong. They brought in Vince, couldn't get it done. They brought in Chris Bosh, couldn't get it done. They brought in DeMar, couldn't get it done. They finally had to make a trade.
they never had a guy we thought could get it done outside of Vince, and then he proved out to be just,
Yeah, but
they never had a chance at a guy that we thought they could be something like that.
It's just one of the things, bro. The only
player organizational when they had Vince though. But look how long ago that was. The
only thing I'm saying is that out of all these homegrown players, the best one that you can say that you have is DeMar DeRozan. Like a lot of people argue Kyle Lowry, but Kyle Lowry wasn't drafted there. They be trying to people be trying to act like Kyle Lowry is like no, he's not because he wasn't.
Bro, Chris Bosh was consistently getting to the playoffs. This is another thing that people got to understand. It's one champion every year, bro. Like the fact that Toronto has been very competitive since they've been an organization throughout multiple eras in our lifetime. Toronto has been a playoff team, so it's not like they just been dumpster juice. They just should have hit rebuild.
I just think right now, bro,
they should do some shit like that. Like,
man, we won, but
we're not gonna win again.
I just think right now in the area was like you either draft your stars or you get them in free agency. I just feel like Toronto was in that stage to where they're not able to draft them and they damn sure not able to get them in free agency. That's just kind of where I'm at with that team. Like right now, as far as drafting, they ain't really been able to get nobody out there. Like I said, DeMar was their last best hit, and I'm not taking nothing away from DeMar DeRozan. Everybody know how I feel about dude. He was just unfortunate that he kept running into LeBron, Ramon James, and that ain't nothing to be upset about. That's one of the all-time greats, and you just couldn't get past that nigga.
Yeah. But back to Wolves 76ers. Let me get y'all prediction real quick. Who y'all got and why?
Part of me wants to pick the Sixers only because I feel like Tobias Harris is going to be the X.
Give me Philly. Better offensive team.
That's what I said. I feel like Tobias Harris is going to be the X
factor. Oh, don't bring up Tobias Harris around Ray.
The X factor that nobody's going to talk. The X factor that nobody's talking
about. I still don't get Ray's hate for Tobias Harris. Now that he's in a role where in the third option role, that boy he good. He's never been bad. He was good in the playoffs last year.
I gave him his flowers this year. What are you talking about? We can go back and rewind some of the tape on podcast. What I was saying.
He's never been bad. You said you don't trust Embiid, you don't trust Maxey, you don't trust, bro. Don't get doing that.
I said it before the season started when we was doing our predictions for the season.
And give them a chance.
Since then, I recanted my statement.
Do something. He was like,
well, I don't know how much I trust them in the playoffs, but so far they done show me in the season. They've been playing good basketball. I can't say nothing bad about it. You can say Tobias Harris don't look good in the playoffs. It's never. Huh?
He's a fourth option. How good can a fourth option look in the playoffs?
Embiid missed enough games. Embiid missed enough games for you not. No, Embiid missed enough games. He was not a fourth option in those games.
He dropped like 26 in one of them games. When Harden went off, man, Tobias Harris was right there getting like 20 something a game. 20 that game, 20 something like that.
So we're gonna act like Tobias Harris don't be having quiet games. You don't even be realizing he having that many points after the game. Like Tobias Harris had that many points.
How many fourth options have loud games, bro? Oh. Like that's what I'm saying. You gotta adjust.
So we're gonna act like
your expectations to his role.
Because this is really Maxey's first year just going crazy like this. So really, they was splitting games where Harden wasn't consistent. Harden was actually playing more of a point guard role, so that allowed him to score more.
Ray, Tobias Harris got the shots he got, bro. He got about 8 to 10 shots a game, man. That's not like it's hard to just. Huh?
Who fault was that?
You got Tyrese Maxey and James Harden with the ball, and then when they give up the ball, they give it to Embiid. Bro, it's a pecking order, bro. You don't just get to go out there
Hold on,
willy
Sam.
nilly and just get to take 25 shots.
So we gonna act like Tobias
Hey,
Harris
real quick.
hasn't shown more aggressive.
Is Donovan Mitchell still hurt?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a travel.
Hell no. Oh hell no. Cause I'm out there like, cause I ain't really been paying attention. I've been paying attention, but I've been paying attention like who been on the floor, and I'm looking at this store. I'm like, is Donovan still hurt, bro?
We're not gonna do that though.
Yep.
Jared Allen's been an all-star. Evan Mobley, all defensive team. Darius Garland been an all-star. Them dudes, about time they do something. They got to do something sometime.
All I'm saying is, what would be the difference if Donovan was there? If they were still playing like that and Donovan was there, that's the only thing.
They wouldn't be playing like this. Jared Allen had
some people diminish when certain players on the court with them.
I mean, I guess you can say that, but damn.
This just Jared Allen just playing out his body.
Okay.
Evan Mobley's fish. Nah, this just one of them games, Chris. This ain't nothing too much to be alarmed about for the 76ers. I ain't gonna cap.
Alright.
Nah, hell no. They are at home and it is a tournament game, but I don't know.
Tournament or no tournament, they still
Maxey shoot too much, bro. Maxey do get a little trigger happy sometimes, bro. I will say that.
Bro, Tristan Thompson is hilarious.
I already know what you're
That boy trying to draw up a play or something. Boy threw up an air ball early on the free throw. I'm like, bro, I still don't understand that. How you airballing free throws?
That's one thing that needs to get talked about a lot more. Like, it's just some shit that shouldn't be allowed. It's in the name. It's a free throw. You ain't got nobody in your face. You say what?
That boy Derek say y'all wasting y'all breath. Who wasting our breath on?
Boy.
But go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
But nah, free throws or something that's like, come on now. Like I know how y'all niggas can at least, bench with, 245s on the bar. Ain't no reason why y'all niggas should be airballing free throws.
These teams are season teams. You could be on to something, but one of these season teams go eventually have to be a playoff team. None of them could be contenders. Oh, you still on the Jason Tatum bandwagon when he got outdueled by LaMelo?
Oh shit!
No, Tatum held his own. His team was trash.
Nah, he missed that free throw. He was super hot in that first half. He cooled all the way down that second.
Man,
Jaylen Brown.
If Jaylen Brown
played,
if Jaylen Brown would have played even just 50% of how he's supposed to play, that game would have been out of hand.
Jaylen Brown been sticking it up all year though.
It ain't no way y'all in a shootout with the Charlotte Hornets.
Man,
they second best player who just got back is clearly out of shape, and he hit the game winner.
After
y'all shouldn't even been in that situation.
Yep.
They should, but I'm saying they shouldn't even been in that situation in the first place. They shouldn't even been in overtime. Jaylen Brown been stinking it up.
Tatum
he have spurts. He have spurts.
You go ahead, right? What you say?
Jaylen Brown be having spurts where it's like, okay, yeah, when they look like this, they look great. But Porzingis played bad too. He ain't off the hook. Man, y'all keep on talking about Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is, man, he is not who y'all think he is. He is not who y'all think he is.
Hey, Pritchard was going. I was like,
y'all always want to bring up one side of the basketball court. That's y'all, but y'all kill certain people who only good on one side of the court, and then praise other people that's only good on one side of the court. That's crazy,
bro. That was my whole argument last year. You is so fake, bro. I literally said that last. Chris, we done called the what hand in the cookie jar, bro. You literally stole my take last.
I ain't never heard you say that.
Chris, you don't remember me saying that last year about when they were saying Holiday was better than Brunson? This is the same dude that said Drew Holiday was better than Jalen Brunson.
No, I remember.
And
I
now
wasn't the
he's
only
saying,
one
well,
saying that.
but you just now you saying I'm saying I don't say nothing about it now. I'm saying Dame. The thing I was saying, Ray, was Dame is one side of the basketball. Drew Holiday is one side of the basketball. You won with Drew before. You didn't have to mess with that. That's my only thing. I know Drew Holiday is one side, but I'm saying it was no point for the Bucks to really do that when it's gonna be the same situation, just a different side of the ball. Now we gotta outscore teams and be an offensive team instead of be a defensive team, which we won.
You
Like,
could have
you know
put
what I mean?
you could have put any top 10 point guard on that Bucks team, and they were still gonna win that on that championship that year. You keep on trying to make it seem like, man, you know, Drew Holiday did this, and they, man, that dude was stinking it up in the what's on the finals. Every big, every all of Drew Holiday's
He started
biggest
clapping Chris
moments.
Paul ass though.
All wow.
Chris, bro, we not finna do this because during that run, everybody was saying Chris Paul was a best player, and then we had to
Heck
damn near fight
no.
for Booker, bro. No. Oh my god. Oh my,
Heck
no,
no.
Ray.
I ain't say that.
Man,
I don't know who was saying that. Devin Booker, man.
no,
Okay.
people were saying that. We were saying Devin, bro, Ray. You know, we were saying Devin Booker, but it was a lot of people that said Chris Paul was the best player on that team. We know that. A lot of people saying Chris Paul was the best player on this team. We knew it was Booker, the people that really know ball. But I'm saying a lot of people said it was Chris Paul, and Chris Paul was a main engine to why they got there. But after that game one, Drew was, bro, he was picking him up full court and he was clamping him, literally picking him up full court and just took him out of the game. So that did happen, and he did do that. I don't know if Dame is doing that. Maybe Dame just help you outscore, but Giannis carried. He backpacked. It seems like Giannis got to carry regardless, is what I'm saying. At least we know we won with Drew. That's all I'm saying. You say if Giannis was gonna have to backpack, you could have just kept Drew. That's my only argument.
He didn't want Drew no more.
now that's a different story. If that's the case, it is.
Shoot, they said Pat Connaughton started a whole group chat with Giannis and Dame to get to talk to Dame.
Like he gonna be available for the playoffs. When's the last time we seen Pat Connaughton in a playoff game? He's never.
No,
available.
I'm saying Pat Connaughton made a group chat with Giannis and Dame.
I know. Why we listen to Pat Connaughton? He don't play.
No, this was Dame telling the story.
I know, but I'm saying, why is we allowing Pat Connaughton to dictate
That's
who
why
we
he
recruit when he don't play?
Why do you think Pat Connaughton probably already had Dame number?
No, I'm just making fun of Pat Connaughton because he don't play.
All I'm saying, though, man, I think Dame is
the leader that won. Go ahead, Ray. Thanks.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. That's a good one. I was trying to think. Yeah, how about that? The babyface assassin.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He borderline light skin or something like.
he got my color, bro. I'm trying to think. Draymond. Oh my God. Here we go with it. Draymond the leader. Punching, choking. No. Steph Curry's the leader. You didn't see that death stare he gave Jordan
He the
Poole
enforcer. He's not the leader. It's a totally different thing. Tim Duncan.
We go with Curry, the best player. Tim Duncan. Sort of. Yeah, he's lighter than Tim Duncan. That's a good one. Tim Duncan. I'm trying to think. It ain't nobody.
You can even say Tony Parker in that 07 finals.
I'm trying to think.
Those the only three, man. Oh, Dirk.
Yeah, ain't who?
Dirk.
Oh, but yeah, I gotta wrap up.
Anything else y'all want to comment on before we wrap this up?
Hey man, get that boy Max Christie more minutes. Speaking of Max Christie, man, that's a wild boy. If that story was true,
Cavaliers went ahead and won that motherfucker.
that boy DJ ain't said nothing else about Halliburton. That's crazy. If they would have lost, he would have been talking for sure.
Shout out at
Halliburton,
Big Halliburton.
stupid.
I'm finna go, y'all. I'm finna usk.
All right, my boy.
All right, then, y'all.
All right.
That boy didn't even end the live.